What's up, everybody? Welcome to the WesterBros podcast. We're back right now for season 2 of Stranger Things. We're doing an interesting little situation where, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Andrew Schultz. I'm here with Jack Leary. I'm here with Marco, No Face God,
the Many Face God,
the no Twitter, the no Instagram, the no nothing. Came through in a camel pea coat. What was it again? Oatmeal pea coat. Even worse. I would go with camel. But did come correct with the snacks. And then I'm here with Haney.
What's up?
Haney Solomon.
Yep.
Shout out to you. Okay. So basically what we're doing is Stranger Things Season 2. We're going to binge the entire show today. We're going to record episodes in between each episode of Stranger Things. This is Season 2, so make sure you guys catch up. And it's going to be wild. We're going to be here for about 14 hours. It's going to be it's going to get a little bit interesting. But I hope that you indulge with us, and I hope you enjoy the experience. Maybe we should start out just by saying our thoughts about season 2.
Is
Jack.
this the first time this is happening?
Oh, this is the first time, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, people have binged shows before, I imagine, but they haven't
captured the experience.
They haven't been so what is the word I'm looking for? They haven't had so little going on in their lives that they could dedicate an entire day. Exactly. So yeah, what do you think in season 2, Jack?
Season 2, I mean, I'm excited to see where they go. Honestly, I don't know. I have a feeling that it's going to be season 1 rehashed. Like a lot of the same things are going to be happening because they're going to try to recapture the magic from the first season. Mm-hmm. I think we were talking about this, Annie. We're of the same belief that season 2 might not be as good as season 1.
Is it
because
ever?
Season 1 is its own bottle thing that was part of this phenomenon.
Right.
When it came out, everybody freaked out about it, and I think it's hard to capture that a second time around, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, they're going to pull a wire. And maybe come back for season 3.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
Rebounds.
this is the, yeah.
Yeah. What is it, a sophomore slump?
Yeah.
That's what all great shows have, a sophomore slump. Okay, Haney?
Yeah, my expectations are low. I hope it's not trash and this day is just miserable, but I think that
I really hope it's not bad.
I'm keeping my
we are locked in.
I'm keeping my expectations low, and I think life's about expectations. And if your expectations are low, then hopefully, even if it is mediocre, I'll still enjoy it.
We're not really selling this at all.
I'm into it.
Why would anybody listen to this podcast? This show's gonna suck. We're gonna talk about it for the next 14 hours. Okay, go.
I mean, I don't like a lot of TV shows, but I really enjoyed this. I feel like I was late to the season 1, and then people undersold it.
Yeah,
and it's like the perfect combination of like light and creepy.
Yep.
I think we're gonna be fine for 14 hours. Right. That's the best thing about binge watching is you don't have to like a slow burn. If you had to watch it like every Sunday or whatever it came on, you'd be like 4 weeks in, you'd be like, oh, this fucking sucks. I waste my Sunday night on this.
No, I'm with that. It's got to be hot. Like that's why I stopped watching Walking Dead.
Right.
I got 2 bad episodes, mid-season episodes in a row, and it's like I'm not waiting a week for this. I've always said that about Netflix is that like we act like their shows are that much better, but the expectation is lower.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to a nice restaurant and the food's okay, you're like, eh. And then you go to Chick-fil-A and you're like, whoa, this is amazing for fast food.
Right.
If someone gave you a Chick-fil-A burger at, what is a nice restaurant? This is how working class
Wolfgang Puck.
If you went to Wolfgang Puck and you got a Chick-fil-A sandwich, you'd be like, all right, Wolf.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm not blown away, but since you can get it at a fast food counter.
Yeah. So week to week allows you to kind of digest everything.
Yeah.
And process like that episode was really trash.
Yeah.
When you're binging it, it all kind of blends together.
Yes.
So you kind of just remember the highs.
Yes.
As long as there's something good to make you laugh.
You can be a little more forgiving because you're actually like taking it.
And it's like you could just jump into it. Like, they leave you with a cliffhanger. You're like, all right, I'll figure out what the hell happens. Right. Whereas, you're not going to make me wait a week and then it's trash after this cliffhanger.
Worst case scenario, though, this could become a scientific case study on the perils of binge watching. The downside, if this just goes terrible and the show's terrible and we all kill each other by the end.
Up murdering each other.
This will be studied for years. There'll be a show about this.
That's
directed
a good point.
by David Fincher.
This feels like a Milgram experiment. Right? There's no windows in here. We don't know if there's another camera really watching us.
Yeah,
This could be a mirrored wall. Somebody on the other side. All right. About to see.
Only one way to find out.
That's right. All right, so let's get into it. Fuck it, right?
Yo, how did I get to be 11 in the artwork, though?
Let's talk about the artwork.
Okay,
when I first saw it, I was like, yo, I got the pink polo button up all the way, like a blue bomber, like that's cool. And then I realized my nose was bleeding. And I was like, wait, that's a female shirt. That's not hot.
Just to you're bloused up. So just to clarify, I had no clue you were 11.
Okay.
I thought the artists assume you had a cleft palate. so I'm looking at the picture, and I even went so far as to look back at your picture that you gave me that I gave the artist, right? Because I was like, yo, is he cleft up? Have I not noticed this? Does he keep a beard or whatever? Just nice and covered. You have some coverage. Like, I had no clue what was going on. And then when you texted, oh, I got it, then I acted like I knew what was going on. I was like, duh, you're Jane/11, like whatever. Yeah, so Haney, and then how did I end up being the fat kid with no teeth?
Is that who you are?
Yeah, I'm assuming if I got the hat.
I think
is that gum or lip?
I think you got teeth.
Is that your
now.
gums? Or is that lip?
No, that's lip.
I definitely assumed I would be the fat kid with no teeth.
No offense, but I did assume. I thought it was going to be character.
And shortest I've ever been, by the way. I don't know how I ended
look
up
at Scrawny Jack. You're like pre-Captain America Jack.
Before the experiment.
Exactly. All right, man. So let's get it started. We're going to start binging. I hope you guys binge with us. One cool thing about how we're doing this is you can listen up to what you've seen. So we're going to do an episode for every episode. So if you've only seen 3 episodes, listen to the first 3, then catch up. So there'll be no spoiler alerts. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Right?
Right.
Well, yeah.
Nothing will be spoiled. You go as far as you want in the podcast.
It'll be spoiled, but they got to stop themselves before they.
Boom. Right. Exactly. All right, man. We're going to start right now. Peace.
Let's do it.
All right, that was it. We just saw the first episode. Here we go. This is your thoughts. First thoughts.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
Right back in.
Yeah, right back in.
You're into it?
We had low expectations, and it was good.
I had high expectations.
Yeah?
I thought it was really good. I thought there's a couple things that bother me. First of all, I prefer It Mike.
It Mike.
I like It Mike more than Stranger Things.
It Mike's a little edgier.
Yeah, I like the dick jokes. I like the sex. I like making fun of virgins the whole time. This Mike is a little bit more passive. He's a little bit more like kind of friendly. He's almost bullied. So I'm a big fan of It Mike. Not that much of a fan of It Mike. Ruined this Mike for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then the town is too redhead. Obviously, we were talking about that. The town has become like 70% redhead. So I feel a little bit uncomfortable with that. There's a lot of ginge. Like everybody's afraid of the underground or whatever it is.
Upside down.
Upside down. I'm afraid of the redhead influence in the town.
Okay, that's the real threat.
That should be the concern.
That's
yeah,
the real threat.
But is that historically accurate to 1984?
You think there were more redheads in 1984?
I could see them being.
There was one redhead, the girl in Breakfast Club.
Do you think the experiments?
Only redhead that existed.
Molly Ringwald.
Do you think the
Molly
experiments
Ringwald,
that are happening are actually to get rid of the redheads?
I hope. And if that's the case, I support Paul Reiser and whatever he's trying to do in the town of Hawkins. There's too many redheads in Hawkins.
Were there this many redheads in the first season? Like I remember Barb was
the only one. She
and
got
they killed her.
Yeah,
and
they
I was
killed her
like,
off.
okay, thank God.
That's what I'm saying, though. Maybe they're going. Maybe the redheads are targeted.
It's ethnic
They're getting
cleansing in Hawkins. That's what they're doing. They're getting the red out of here. Yeah, so those were my 2 initial reactions. I thought that I love the fat kid. I don't even know his name.
He's not fat anymore though. He kind of hit a little mini growth spurt.
Yeah, but everything about him is fat. When
some loose skin left.
He's young, so you call him Husky.
Yeah, he's still husky. Yeah, did you go through a husky phase? He's still
in it.
Yeah, Dustin.
It goes from husky to chubby to overweight to just fat and disgusting.
And then what? And then you came back down, though.
Yeah, but I'm still there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we refer to you as now? Just thick.
I'm waiting to graduate to stocky.
Oh, stocky. Son, you know who is thick, though. Your boy Rudy. Rudy. Dude, Rudy came back so thick and round. Rudy looked like a Fashion Nova model. This guy was surplus. What are you thinking, Marco?
No, I was just gonna say, like, I don't call Haney fat. I just call him like disproportionate.
What's
because his legs are so skinny that his top half. So
he looks like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
He does have a floatable top half.
Yeah,
like you feel like if he fell off a boat, just all of him from the waist up would be above the water like a bobber. Like the rest of us would be drowning. He'd just be bouncing in the water like this. He'd be looking at Jack drowning in Titanic like, yo, why don't you just do what I'm doing? I'm the iceberg.
No, but so on a serious note, I liked it. I think they're handling the PTSD issue pretty well, considering that they discovered like a 4th dimension as 10-year-olds.
Ooh.
Right? They handled it well, I think everyone's pretty well.
Okay,
adjusted.
so you don't think that? Oh, my bad. They're handling their PTSD from last season
Very well. Yeah.
I thought you were saying that when they're seeing the underground,
Upside down.
the upside down. I turned into like the railroad. What is the lady?
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman. Yeah, I turned into Tubman. Okay, I thought we were saying when they're seeing it that's their PTSD.
No, I think that's what they're trying to suggest is happening. Right, that's what Reiser's trying to suggest is happening.
Right, but we don't trust
I
Reiser.
think that this is probably like a real.
No,
thing.
I think he's really saying it.
Yeah.
Well, we know at the end of last season, he got that shit. It was inside of him. Remember, he coughs it out at the end. So he's got something in him.
Yeah, there's some Dama Gorgon in him.
Dama
I
Gorgon.
think he could see both sides, the top side and the upside down.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like the medium.
Yeah, I think once you go over,
you don't ever come all the way back.
right.
Ah.
So I think what he's seeing is actually happening on the other side.
Okay.
Like there's shit that's brewing on the other side.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
I think he's actually
so
seeing
he's
it.
able to see what's going on. Everybody else is oblivious
But
to
he
it.
doesn't realize that. I don't know if he fully comprehends what's seeing.
happening. He can just know he's feeling it.
We also know Hopper and Winona Ryder's character, the mom, were both in the upside down, but for a limited amount of time, just to get Will out. He was there for like all of last season.
So
he was like trapped. Yeah.
Wait a minute. How is Rudy smashing Mike's mom and not Hopper? Hopper saves your kid's life, goes to fight a Demogorgon, goes inside the upside down, and then he's cucked.
Yeah.
I don't think Hopper wants to. I think Hopper is just pulling everything else in town.
Hopper
Remember in
doesn't
season
want
one?
Winona.
Remember in season one?
No, he does.
Into the. You think he wants Winona?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think he's
Winona's annoying as shit, man. No one wants Winona.
Yeah, but
she's a hot mess.
I think he does.
Rudy wants Winona.
Dude, Rudy's
Look at
all
Rudy.
about.
Rudy wants whoever will love him.
Dude, God bless Rudy, bro.
Or Samwise.
Rudy he looks like a sperm whale. He's just
He
got
looks
that
happy.
nice
He's
round
content. He's
flubber.
secure.
Fat people are happy.
Loves
Who's
Kenny
happier than me?
Rogers.
Like, come on.
He just pops out of nowhere when
Someone said Kenny Rogers?
Yeah. Just belly dripping over his belt line. Rudy.
No, but you know what? I think having been away from the show for so long, I hadn't rewatched it, to be honest, since season one. It's fun to be in this world. It's like a nostalgic.
Yeah, it's great.
Fucking
dude, 80s
aesthetic.
were the best. Like I think a time where only like 11-year-olds solve crimes is like the most exciting time. You know, like adults can't figure it out, but these 11-year-olds are like, no, we got it. Just give us some screws and a match, and then we'll MacGyver this crime.
Walkie-talkies. Always walkie-talkies.
It's always, dude. God bless these 11-year-olds.
Big tool by pedophiles back then too.
What the walkie-talkie?
Oh yeah.
So that would wait.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, how do you know this? Wait.
No, that's how they used to lure kids in with stuff like that.
How do you know this?
Marco had his "Make America Great Again" moment.
I actually
we
do
need to
have a
bring
weird
back the
story.
walkie-talkies.
I do have a weird story about walkie-talkies.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go.
That's like back in like the 80s when like
Tell us how you were lured into a van.
Did you see the upside down?
back then like
No, but he was
pedophiles-
flipped upside
pedophiles-
down by Ralph. Go.
You had lack of controls back then. You didn't have like camera systems like you do now. Like these like guys were like picking kids up on the street a little bit more, and they do it by like toys and stuff like that. Beanie Babies.
Oh, you're saying they would be like, "Hey, here's a cool walkie-talkie. Play with this." And did that happen to you? Come closer to the mic.
That something like that did happen.
Tell me.
Well, I was like old enough to be like, nah, man. I'm good. I was like 14.
So how long does this relationship last?
Break it
it's
down.
a real long story.
Break it down. You're in Rhode Island.
I'm in Rhode Island.
Okay, you're playing some stickball
I'm
with
in
your
Rhode
Portuguese friends.
Why? No, we're Italian.
No, but there was Portuguese out there, aren't there?
There are Portuguese out there.
Yeah, the only place I know that there's Portuguese outside of Portugal is Boston,
Actually,
Rhode Island.
I didn't know that was like a thing before contained to that area.
Anyway, focus here. We gotta hear this.
Neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So this guy moved in across the street. He was a little weird, had a couple golden retrievers, lived by himself, and like told the neighbors like every single neighbor like a different job that he had. So like my dad kind of put two and two together and was like, oh, that's weird. And then like I was like riding my bike one day and he's just like, hey man, like I got these walkie-talkies. And I was just like yeah, like I'm all right. Like I wasn't like into basketball at that point. And so my dad called my uncle and like, you know, they did a little bit of a background check on him and they found out that he was like caught in California and like moved out here. This is like before you had to register as a sex offender.
Holy shit.
So that was like, was that too serious?
No, this is great. Keep going. Yeah, we just lost the feed.
Yo, so anyway, like that happened. And then once that got found out, kind of like the guineas from around the area kind of gave him the message.
That he got to dip.
He was no longer welcome.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd they do that?
I mean, like I remember one time, my uncle pulled up to pick up my dad, and like as they were driving around, the guy was outside, and they just like he pointed at him and goes,
Oh! In slow motion,
bro,
like Stringer Bell.
Dude, say what you want about like the mafia and Italians. The neighborhood is safe. Is it not? Like,
pretty safe.
Is there one bad? Maybe don't go into business with them, but outside of that, the kids are going to be okay, right? You don't have to lock your car. Make sure you pull your chair all the way in. Dude, this is great. So they got the pedo out of there.
got him out.
God bless.
Got him out.
Okay, so here's a question. Given your traumatic childhood experience with this neighbor and the walkie-talkies, how do you feel about Hopper living in the forest alone with 11?
I'm fine with it. I don't think it's. I'm not ready to take it there.
I think it's a father-daughter thing.
I think
Yes.
Hopper's dead inside, right? Before this, and then now like this is that's why he doesn't want to be in a relationship with Winona because like his heart don't like love like that anymore.
Really?
Yeah, he keeps it close to the chest.
Yeah. And she's kind of like, you know, he like obviously like feels protective over her, and that's like
Right.
that makes him like
Now, you don't think it's possible he's doing some Woody Allen shit where he's like raising his wife?
No,
Like he can't
no,
find
no,
a woman
no.
in Hawkins, and
No.
it's like, well,
Yo,
why
you
not
really
just-
take it to like a
Seriously.
crazy level.
Son,
that
the upside down. If
Yo,
we
first
believe
of
in
all-
that, we can believe in anything.
First of all,
right?
I think Hopper is working with whatever that whatever
The
organization,
Russians?
not the Russians, whatever the organization, like whoever Reiser's working. I think Hopper and
Nah.
Reiser know each other.
Oh, they already just
Nah, they beef.
just already met.
Yeah, no,
they're
but they're
working with
beefing.
each
Like
other.
he went like this. He waved at him, and Hopper didn't
like-
wave back.
No,
He's
here's
like,
the
I don't
thing.
trust
Here's the
you.
thing.
Remember at the end of the season, right? Like Hopper gets in the car, like
Harper seems like a pretty anti-establishment type.
Yo,
guy.
Hopper's
Agreed.
with, Hopper's with
Yeah.
whatever organization is doing all this shit.
No,
Nah,
no,
dude,
no.
he's
Harper's
against
Here's the
it.
thing.
sheriff.
Here's the thing.
Hopper is the sheriff.
And you think he's like really secretly behind the scenes, like the town sheriff who's protecting everyone and doesn't really give a fuck about anyone.
Do you think 9/11 was an inside job too?
Yeah.
No, Hopper is. There was. No, Hopper, I thought that was insinuated at the end of the season one. Like,
No.
Hopper's working with these people now.
I
Like,
don't know.
Hopper's the new Matthew Modine.
Nope.
No. I think Reiser is, but I think
Reiser's the new Brenner. That was Brenner,
yeah.
right?
But I think Hopper's got to keep 11 protected at all costs. And no
That's
way
what he's doing.
Hopper's
If that
protecting 11.
establishment knew
Yes.
that 11's still alive, they're bringing her in.
How
They're-
could it be both? How could it be protecting her and working with them?
He's a complicated man.
He's actually very simple, man.
terrible.
Yeah. It's pretty sad. He's a good guy all the time. I'm gonna do good no matter what, even if it ends up costing me my job. He's the hero.
But
right?
here's
He
the
got
thing: you
hero
can't
complex.
read him, and that's why he's a great character because he keeps everything close to the chest. But that's why I think he's actually into Winona, and he's just waiting. You see the way that he talks about. I think they talked about it in the thing. How he talks about Samwise. He's like, "You're still seeing that guy?" Did he say?
Oh yeah,
that?
he shits all over Rudy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He thinks Rudy was offsides.
No, he's waiting for Rudy for the diabetes to set in. He's going to lose a foot, and he's going to step right in. He's going to go, listen, Rudy ain't got 2 feet, but I could. You want to go for a walk, not a stumble? Let's do it. Let's have some fun, Winona. I think it's going to happen. I think by the end of the season, we're going to see a little love making because Rudy's too nice, right? He's like the typical sweet boyfriend.
Yeah.
And it's like she likes it 'cause it's
If
fun.
anything, we might find out some shit about Rudy. What if Rudy's the one handing out the walkie-talkies to the kids in the
Oh,
neighborhood?
Rudy could work for Reiser.
Rudy.
Good call, Jack.
And wait,
Good call.
wait for it.
He's
Wait
definitely
for
got
it.
creeper in all over his
One
face.
time, remember, what did he say in high school? He was, remember there was something like he was such a brainiac in high school?
Yeah, they said the brains.
Brain
yeah.
Bob the Brain. Or
Bob the
something like
Brain. So Bob the Brain is probably working for the CIA, working for, ooh, good call, Jack.
Yes,
What the
Samwise is
hot
up
take?
to some shit. Yeah.
Hot take.
That's
Okay.
not a hot take. That's a good take. That's a hot take.
What's a hot take?
What me thinking
Bullshit he was saying.
Just nonsense. This is really the next season of Game of Thrones. That's what you don't realize about this show, okay? Hopper is the mountain. Let's go.
Stevie Wonder isn't blind.
All right. Next episode?
I think so.
Any other
Hold on, real
thoughts?
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring some
There
thoughts.
was an opening
I
scene.
want to keep
there was
these.
an opening
Oh,
scene.
we need to talk about that.
unrelated to everything, right?
Yeah.
There was a car chase. There was a girl who obviously had the same powers as 11.
Yep.
Pulled some shit.
Had a tattoo that said 9.
Had a 8.
008.
She had the 008, just
Which
like
I
11
think
had
is a
011.
shout out to Bonds because there were 008s, right? In
Well,
Bond?
because 11 has 011.
No, I know, but there was a 007, then there was a 008 that gets murked, right?
In Bond?
In Bond, yeah. Or maybe it was a 006. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay.
I don't know if they go. Maybe.
Guys, I'll just be quiet. That was a hot take right there, wasn't it? Woo!
So this is obviously bigger than just 11. And I think we're going to start transitioning to that world as the season goes on.
Well,
so they're trying to pull...
There's presumably at least 10 other
but not all of them. You would have to presume that not all of them survived those weird tests that they were doing.
Well, and also now we know that some of them are using them to get away with crimes. They were clearly they were in hot pursuit by the police in Pittsburgh.
I mean, that just makes sense.
So they're probably all around that area. Like there's probably other.
So think about what 11 had to do to escape. Mm-hmm. What did this girl have to do? How is she still out there? She looked older, right?
Okay, can we acknowledge how dumb this fucking girl is? Just play a sport. There's no way you're going to make more money robbing banks than if you have telekinesis than if you would just playing basketball.
But she's acting out, right? She had all these experiments to it. She doesn't want to do something that's like...
She wants to fight the establishment?
They don't know.
Yeah. So you're going to take money from like middle class people who have their mortgages tied up and their savings in a bank?
But she got some anger.
If you were tied up and locked up and ran tests on since you
I would be dunking on people all day, Marco.
It would not be the same for you.
Bro.
You wouldn't care about someone's mortgage.
You don't think? Okay, maybe I wouldn't care about mortgage, but I'd go into the league and I would dunk on Giannis's face. That's what I would do. I would go right at him first in the lane. Wait for him.
But does she have that kind of power? Or she can move objects with her mind.
So move the basketball from... Maybe Curry has telekinesis. Maybe Curry's 0030.
Was there a 3-point line in 84?
0030.
There's that thing. So you just shoot long twos?
Larry Bird was shooting threes. They had a 3-point line in 84. Larry Bird was shooting
around
threes.
the early 80s, though, wasn't it?
I think it was...
Larry Bird was shooting threes.
Yeah. They had
maybe when...
Those like Celtics-Lakers finals had threes.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yes. Maybe it's 70s.
No, we're talking 70s.
Point is there's other ways that you can make money outside of robbing banks. That's all I'm trying to say. And like high-speed chases. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's some teen angst. She's acting out. Yeah. She's,
a little adrenaline rush. Could be an adrenaline junkie.
11 can't even say time right. You think she knows about basketball?
No, she's learning, though. She's learning.
There's 3:15 minutes left in the quarter. What are we going to do?
Exactly.
All right. Anything else? How do we feel about that little love triangle going on?
The Steve,
John,
anorexic girl.
Steve, John, Anna. We got Steve.
What's her actual name? Nancy?
I don't know.
Nancy might be Nancy.
Everybody's name is Nancy in the 80s.
Nancy Wheeler.
Of course. Steve, John, Anna. So Steve, I think she's realizing Steve is kind of dumb. And I think that's what that first scene was about, like the college essay. Maybe we're starting to feel bad for him, but she might realize that she wants to be inspired intellectually by a guy like John, you know?
But this is how they bond. They're going to bond through this season 2 experience that they're about to go on.
This is such like a typical 80s like love triangle.
Yes. Yeah. It's like the John Hughes.
The nerd girl with the cool guy. And then
the nerd hot girl.
The nerd hot girl.
Like, this can't just be like Barbara was the nerd girl.
Right.
This is like the nerd hot girl.
Yeah. Barbara was the jet.
They gave her
she's
a new
the good
set
girl
of
with the bad guy, and then the good guy wants
her. She puts in a hoop earring, and it's like, whoa, did you see how hot Nancy is with earrings?
Do you guys think that Barb is going to make an appearance? Like they're going to find out that Barb's actually alive?
No, I thought they confirmed Barb find out they're dead.
I mean, they did, but now they're bringing back the parents. The parents can't let go.
I think that's part of like taking advantage of people in crisis. You know what I mean? You know what
that's part of why I kind of like where they went. Like they're really like I thought they was going to jump in and be like everything's cool. Oh, another incident's happening to this town, and I like that they're taking the time to
go through the repercussions.
We're reacting to this.
Will is going through some shit.
Yeah.
Barb's family has dealing with a missing daughter who they don't know what happened. They're actually taking the story seriously, not just jumping into another weird sci-fi crime is happening in this town. Which
is what I thought they were going to do.
Expectations were way too low. I feel
mad low.
I was like, yeah, this is like a good story.
My expectations were mad low.
I'm kind of used to just the rehashing of something that works, like a formulaic approach.
Look at the kids, everyone's happy.
Whatever,
more drama.
Tell me, Marco. Tell me.
No, I was gonna say Nancy's kind of soft for letting those parents, Barb's parents, remortgage their home and not say anything that she knows that she can't confirm that kill. They got it. Why can't
Dama Gorgon, one confirmed kill. I've seen it.
Why can't they go? Can they not?
No, this is a good ass point.
They say, "Yo, by the way, I went to this other dimension and I saw your dead daughter." Is it because it's not believable? Is it because you have to cover something up?
She's mad soft.
She's soft.
No, but also it's probably hard for the parents to take that in.
Yeah.
Like, let alone tell him that she's never coming back. Be like, she's never coming back because she was in this upside down.
Because they call Will Zombie Boy, so they know some shit was going down.
Everybody knows what's going down, but I think it's very unbelievable, and I think that you're right. I think she's kind of soft. She doesn't want to hurt their feelings. She doesn't want to be a jerk and say that your daughter's dead.
That's awful.
Not everybody knows what's going down.
That's awful.
And second of all...
I think this should be the last point.
Yes.
It's now 12:37.
Okay.
Realistically, what time do you think we're going to order food? I just want to manage my expectations.
Marco is in control of food and beverage today.
The next episode and recording.
So we're going to do the one episode and then we're going to order.
I would push. We got to do 2 more. Finish the first 3 and then take a break.
I agree.
Yeah. Because we're doing 3 at a time.
Oh, we're going to go eat. I was just going to order food.
Yeah, we could order food.
Do that.
Too.
I think we should get some fresh air. You know, we'll figure it out. But.
Yeah. All right, let's plug back in.
Let's knock 3 out.
All right, bet. All right. And we're back. Episode 2 in the books. Here we go. Brand new Dama Gorgon. Dama Gorgon's back in full effect. My Dama Gorgon.
Dama Gorgon.
I'm just gonna keep saying Dama Gorgon. That's my favorite word. What is the actual name of it?
Dama Gorgon.
It's Dama Gorgon. Dama Gorgon.
Yeah, but it's funner to say it with a Dutch accent.
Dama Gorgon. Yeah, I like the
Dama Gorgon.
All right. Episode 2.
Yeah, you know, now we're
needs more riser, bro.
More riser, yeah.
If riser's not in it, I'm not with it, man. That's
no, now we're laying the groundwork. You know, these next 2 episodes probably.
Yeah. How long has 11 been in the cabin?
Year.
We're talking, year.
Bro. You're going to go
we
crazy.
don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Well, no,
we know it's been a year since.
We know it's been a year.
But she's still, in her flashbacks, has not been discovered by Homeboy yet.
Yeah, but, all right, in the flashbacks, it's winter, which means it's, if we're dealing with last season was October.
Yeah.
Around this time, it's probably December, January.
I understand what he's trying to say is that we don't know when she got discovered. Maybe she was just walking around in the woods for a little bit, and then...
You're right.
I'm with you. Okay, whatever. Point is, it's a long time to be by yourself in the thing. But maybe she's used to that. She's been in the CIA shit with just Brenner.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's used to.
She's just being contained in a singular space.
I'll be honest, I feel like have that much of a reaction to the episode. Not that much happened.
Nah, not that much happened. I thought that they were setting up the trick-or-treating for 11 to go out.
She didn't. Oh, no, she didn't. That's
they didn't. And maybe that happens next episode, but not that much happened. We just got a lot of groundwork, a lot of filler, which happens. Yeah. Episode 2.
Yeah.
We still haven't had any indication of what the cold open for the season was, which was that criminal robber chick.
Yeah, that's coming back.
We'll see what happens with that.
Jack, you made a great point, corrected us on something. We were talking about Hopper.
Oh, yeah.
And him living with 11.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How
we were saying, good.
Yeah, how he gets to be the dad that he never really got to be, because we remembered that in season 1 there was a flashback that showed the reason why he was the Hopper, the drinker, the smoker, the loner at the beginning of season 1. We ended up finding out that he had a son who got cancer and died, and then it ruined the relationship with his then wife. And so now this is his attempt to get redemption as a father.
Right. So now he's dressing up 11 as a boy that he always wanted, and he's being the same piece of shit dad that he was his entire life.
I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, whatever it was, he never got to be the father.
Doesn't matter. He's being the same piece of shit. He's continuing the trend.
Well, yeah, and also he's still fucking up. He showed up. He told 11 that he was going to be there for a Halloween movie night with candy, and he forgot because he's tracking this weird phenomenon that's happening again in the town.
Yeah. Because he's an adult and he has responsibilities. And 11 needs to understand that. I mean, come on.
No, his responsibility is 11.
Well, I guess.
Okay, he's got a supernatural being in his cabin. The least he can do is be there at 515.
Yep.
All right.
Fair.
That's fine.
Especially if he gave the hard promise.
He said promise. He
said telegraphed that. You knew that he wasn't going to make it. That was classic 80s television. Right
classic 80s television. I'm whatever. Just nothing happened.
Rudy wants to take them to Maine.
Yes. Rudy needs to go to Maine.
Right.
Rudy's really selling.
Uproot the whole family.
I'm all in on the theory that Rudy's up to something, and Rudy's really selling that he's just a great guy.
Maybe he's trying to get them to go to Derry, where it took place in Maine. He's trying to go take the kids to Derry.
It took place in Maine.
Yeah.
What took? Oh, it.
The movie It took place in Maine. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I hope that he's a piece of shit, to be honest, because this nice guy character can't work.
Listen, he's gonna fuck up somehow. He's gonna down the line. Something's gonna happen with this guy where Hopper steps in and fucking.
Oh, maybe he's trying to uproot Mike because he knows Mike is the leader of the kid gang, and the kid gang is the only one that can throw a wrench in the CIA's plan.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think the Midwest is whack, and they want to move to like Maine.
Wait, they're in the Midwest? I thought they're in. I thought they're in.
They're in
like,
Hawkins.
Hawkins what? Pennsylvania?
I want to say Pennsylvania. Yeah, because they showed
Pennsylvania might as well be the Midwest.
So the beginning intro of the first episode, that crime whatever took place in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So it's got to be.
Anything.
By the way, I don't really fuck with Pennsylvania.
Hey,
I don't like Pennsylvania.
Hey,
Poconos.
King of the
I don't like Pennsylvania. I don't really like New Jersey.
Yeah. Alienate more viewers. What other places do you not like?
Midwest to South.
England. Fuck you.
No, I was born in England, so I'll reserve
that's
that.
okay.
You were born in England?
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
Really? And then they kicked you out like on some payback shit. Like, oh, you don't want tea, Boston? There you go. We don't want Jack. Fuck you.
Anyway, not a lot happened.
I think the stuff with Whale kind of got confirmed that he's seeing both sides. He kind of explained that the magic slider thing, which is another cool 80s reference.
So how does Mike not know what's going on with Will yet? How have they not had this conversation before? Why is this just news to him, and why are they just breaking it down? Like, Mike clearly knows that there's the Dama Gorgon, and they've been fighting the Dama Gorgon, right? Even Mike went in there. Didn't Mike go in there or no? So what's the deal?
It doesn't seem like the whole town knows about the Dama Gorgon.
Now we're learning that.
Like Nancy and Steve were like, "Yo, we can't say anything. We're not allowed to say anything
because they're worried the
we were talking
CIA
about
is
the
going to
Barb
clamp
stuff."
down. Yeah,
and
but they also feel slightly responsible because like they were.
Nancy thinks they killed Barb.
Yeah,
which is bullshit.
You
didn't kill Barb.
Dramatic.
She's also drunk.
Also, another important life lesson that we're learning here on the show: never drink the jungle juice.
Word.
Never drink.
Pace yourself anyway.
The jungle
it's
juice.
not a lesson that we learned. It's a lesson that's been said for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Don't drink the jungle juice.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna still drink the jungle juice because Steve has turned into like a total good guy.
Steve is like the hero.
They flipped Steve.
Yeah.
Steve was badass. All of a sudden, they brought more badass guy in and just posted right up. Did you see that little? There was a
It was a nice little bad guy moment.
Yeah, there was a standoff.
Was it a standoff or was it like a head nod to being?
No, that was a standoff. Yo, Steve ripped off his glasses and just stared at him.
Wait, Steve ripped off the glasses?
Yeah, Steve ripped off the glasses.
I didn't even see that.
Up to Steve and just like
pressed him.
And Steve took off his sunglasses and just stared dead into the guy's eyes.
Is that guy from anywhere? He looks familiar.
He's Rob Lowe and Chris Pine together as
Rob
a
Lowe
14-year-old.
is where I would have went with
He's
that.
Lowe and Pine as a 14-year-old.
I thought you were about to say he's Rob Lowe's son. I was
maybe like Rob Lowe with a little bit of Leto in there.
Leto.
Jared Leto.
Oh, Leto.
I think.
What? Look, I want to react to this episode. I wish I had more like things to talk about, but nothing really happened. What happened?
So we had a slight argument in the moment. Didn't really go far, but like, so her drunk acting
was bad.
You thought it was bad. I
She
thought
went
it was
full
all right.
retard.
I thought it was all right.
Here's the thing. When you're drunk,
They do not talk.
no,
like
this
that.
is something I've realized.
You talk like that when you're drunk.
I'm not a drunk girl.
This is a big thing. Big thing about being drunk. When you're drunk, you try to act not drunk.
No, but you know what? The best drunk actors have just a little hint of like a slurred speech or a little hint of drunkenness. She went full retard.
That's what. Yeah,
Fair.
but that's to my point. When you're drunk in real life, you're not trying to act drunk.
Right.
You're trying to act sober because you're aware that you're drunk. So you only slightly notice it, right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're wobbling, but you're trying to speak normally. You're trying to seem more eloquent when you're drunk because you're embarrassed by the fact that you don't have control of your faculties.
Right.
She was unencumbered. She let it all loose.
She went full forest.
You might not talk correctly when you've been drinking, but like you don't forget how to talk. She was acting like she forgot how to like use syllables.
Yeah. And then she's
probably a little over the top.
And she stopped loving him now that she's drunk.
Well,
She's
they
like,
say
"You're
the truth really comes out when you're drunk. I don't believe that. I don't subscribe to that. I've said some things when I'm drunk. They weren't true.
I've done a lot of things when I was drunk that weren't true.
I don't buy. A lot of people say like,
most
the
of my
truth comes out when
actions
you're
are
drunk.
untrue.
You know, I've told. Yeah,
You find out in the morning how untrue.
Yeah.
This true. I think that's just something that like girls make up.
Yo, it's better in the '80s though, because like now you wake up drunk now and you check your cell phone. You're like, oh, right. But they didn't have that problem back then. You didn't have to worry about that.
No, you didn't at all. You just had
Embarrassing
red
yourself
hair on your pillow. There's fucking redheads everywhere. That's the only people. That's like 90% of America was redhead in 19. What are we in 84?
Yeah.
If this is an accurate representation,
Until they were eradicated by the secret government organization.
Or Pennsylvania, high population of Quakers. Maybe that have anything to do with it.
I'm telling you,
Or the Quakers
Pennsylvania,
redheaded?
man. I don't fuck with Pennsylvania.
All right, fine. Maybe I'm with Jack. I mean, listen, we don't have to hang out too long on this episode. We can continue the binge. I'm just trying to understand what transpired in the episode. What got pushed forward?
So you're seeing Mike's messed up. The kids are. Oh, the most interesting thing was
they've made contact with
Mike's
Mad
being
Max.
a hater, right?
Mike is being a little jealous.
They now the two guys, they brought a girl to the crew, and Mike's like, "Go fuck yourselves. That's my role. I don't bring the girls."
Okay, the one thing that was good was that they all admitted that out of the Ghostbusters, Winston was the most trash. And I thought that they would never admit it because you might feel like, oh my God, it's racist. We're criticizing the black dude. But like, he really didn't offer anything to the Ghostbusters besides being the black dude, right? And I love that the black guy, the black kid character in the show was like, look, I'm not going to be this guy just because I'm black. Okay, I like Venkman. Venkman's the cool one, okay? He is the personality. We're looking beyond race in this situation. Who doesn't want to be fucking Venkman? Venkman is Bill Murray, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so
Peter Venkman.
Peter fucking Venkman is Bill Murray. Who doesn't want to be Venkman? I love that they did that scene. It showed that they weren't
There's no way
pussies.
he wanted to be
That was
Aykroyd. What was his name?
Spangler?
Spangler.
No,
And he wasn't Egon.
He wasn't Egon. Egon is the other one.
Right.
You know, but I just love it. I love he was like, no, I like this guy. I'm going for it. I'm not going to be the trash one because I'm.
But maybe we were writing trash roles for black actors back then. And maybe that's like the whole point.
Listen, I'm not going to. Listen,
next level.
Listen, I'll take a knee for that comment right now if you want. Let's do it. Okay.
I'm in.
I'll support it. I'll support what you're saying. But I just thought it was a cool moment in the show that they had the balls to go for it.
Yeah,
and do it.
absolutely. They addressed it.
Yeah.
I like his little sister. Give her more camera time.
Who?
She came in for 4 seconds and had us all laughing.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they've
her
like
camera time.
increased the amount of black characters in the show
From 1 to 2.
1,000 times. There's a black farm family.
There's a black kid that
14
was
other
just
black
trick-or-treating in a farm.
Hawkins is all redheads and black people. It's a very non-traditional white town besides the two Ivory kids, Mike and what's the other one? Mike and Will.
Will.
Yeah, Mike and Will. What are Mike and Will besides elves? Like if you saw Mike and Will walking down the street, don't they look like Instagram filters? Like there's little stars around their heads or something like that.
I don't think they look that. They're just like white kids. Like
You
skinny.
think that's what white kids look like?
Back then, yeah. We talked about this with the mushroom tops and the whole thing.
I had a mushroom. I've never had perfect porcelain skin like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know.
When they were that song Ebony and Ivory,
Right.
Ivory is that's what I imagined them singing. That like those two kids, that's what we're saying. If I birthed one of
That's
those
why
kids,
they're actors. They got the good skin.
fuck man.
Now you call that good skin?
What I mean,
That's
like
not good skin.
That's not good
That's
skin.
not good skin.
Those two kids.
For white people, that's good skin.
Hold on 1 second.
I mean, I'm
Those
more
two
olive.
kids don't have good skin.
No.
Why?
That's pale. Like it's weird, man.
Pale can't be
weird.
great. Pale can't be beautiful. Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
Slightly,
Your
yes.
Egyptianness is really
Yes.
coming out right
Hold
now.
on,
I just
hold on.
want to
So-
point out.
Yeah. As someone with brown skin, you see that pale skin, you're just like, man, that shit looks weird.
Okay, weird.
Fine, whatever.
I think it looks weird. If I had birthed one of those kids, I would definitely get my shit checked. And I'm a pale man. I'm a pale guy. You're a pale guy.
Pale, yeah. Who's paler?
That's different. That's not pale. That's something else.
I don't know.
That's royalty. That's royalty.
That's the problem. Just because the palest people used to be in power doesn't mean that it's actually a good thing.
It is because
now you went deep on it.
no, it's
All right,
true.
so-
The pale
yeah.
people are in power. They're not outside doing the work. They're not building the pyramids. Pharaoh was pale.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying doesn't mean that it's the good. The fat people used to also be the ones that represented wealth and stuff too. It doesn't mean that's good.
I'd rather be fat than Anna.
About being fat.
Yeah, I'd rather be
Speaking
fat
about
than
being-
anorexic, right? Like, let's keep it 100.
Speaking about being fat.
Yeah.
Right now, the leader in the clubhouse for ordering food is Parm, downtown.
I'm down with Parm.
Yeah,
Or
let's
Shake
do it.
Shack.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, Parm.
The Parm downtown doesn't have mozzarella sticks. I may be wrong. Confirm this.
So what? Lose the mozzarella
Yo, but here's
sticks.
the thing. But the mozzarella sticks at Parm are just fantastic.
They
Yeah, but here's what you
They
do
got
at Parm.
mozzarella
You just get a chicken parm sandwich with the side of the pasta.
Marco, what I'm annoyed by is that you're asking our
Just
approval.
pull the trigger, dog.
Like,
you have
this
carte
is what
blanche.
you're in control of.
You
though.
I
showed
was
up.
hoping you maybe like do like a live feed, get some feedback.
You
off of
showed
this.
up with a whole
Listen.
accoutrement of snacks.
And he killed it. You
Killed
brought
it.
apple cinnamon
So am I just
chips.
putting in an order for Parm
Fam,
right now?
Yes.
fam. Don't
Independent
even
of your
talk to
feelings.
us about it. Like, I don't care about allergies. As long as there's no cilantro in it, we are
No,
good
Parm is
to
a very
go.
basic menu. It's very,
Dog.
very-
Just order with your heart.
You know what to do, man.
Although if people from Parm are listening to this, the egg and roasted pepper sandwich you had was the best, and I kind of wish you would put that back on.
Well, we'll talk to Parm about it. You know, if we got to talk to him, we got to talk to him. Anything else in the episode before we keep on plowing through?
Let's go. No, let's just go.
Let's not force it.
I
don't want to force it.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Let's
If it's
go.
not there, that's not on us.
Episode 3 coming up.
Boom.
Episode 3 in the books. It's official. Oh, we got some food out. Shout out to Parm. Marco coming through in the clutch. Jack got the worst pasta on the fucking menu. I don't even know why it's on the menu.
Don't front the spicy rigatoni.
If you ever order from Parm, get the mozzarella sticks.
They're the best mozzarella sticks
Legit.
I've ever had.
Legit,
They're honestly
unbelievable.
the best mozzarella sticks I've ever had.
But
Unbelievable.
low key,
And I've made that claim to many people. Many people come back and be like, yes, they're
Best
the
ones.
mozzarella.
best garlic bread I've ever had in my fucking life.
Yeah, great garlic bread as well. The meatball's excellent. And then the pasta.
And the spicy rig. You gotta love the spicy rig.
Yeah, love the spicy rig if you've been in a refugee camp in Somalia for 3 years and that's the first food you have. But we're eating luxury Italian food right here. We don't need the spicy rig. Hey. Oh, you're going to take a bite to prove me wrong?
I'm gonna do it right now.
All right, fine.
It's just the onions are unnecessary.
Oh, we got Hoodie Marco. Yeah. Let's go, Hoodie Marco.
It's cold in here. It's not that warm.
No,
I'm comfy right now.
This is a warm-blooded Italian. I've never met a warm-blooded Italian.
I don't like the cold blood.
Okay.
well, winter's coming, Marco.
That's right. Okay.
Shit went down finally.
Shit went down. Rudy's bad. We assume Rudy's bad, or is Rudy bad? We don't know.
I mean, we've assumed that the whole time. I don't know if that was pretty ambiguous at the end there. That he's having the
Nah, B. I think that confirmed it.
So you think Rudy?
I think so too.
Which part was ambiguous?
So the end
That
when
last
Rudy
scene.
goes, just say get out of here, and then
Go away.
Basically saying
Go away.
confront the beast.
And he
it
said
didn't work.
easy peasy. Yo, 80s slang was the shit.
Easy
dog.
peasy.
It didn't work.
Chifo.
Boss.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you think Rudy set him up for it to
Chief
not
out?
work?
Chief's out?
No, Chief is in.
I still say Chief.
You still say Chief?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a Rhode Island thing.
Yeah, it's much more like a
Yeah, yeah. He's allergic to the microphone. No matter where you put the microphone, he will. He's already moving away from
I'm
it.
trying to eat the.
We're not eating for the next, 25 minutes as we have this reaction episode.
Do you think that was a setup or not?
Set up for what?
Do you think Rudy set him up?
Rudy set him up.
Said this is what you do. This is how you beat the beast, knowing that shit would not work.
I
Like,
can see that argument.
do you think that's a setup
First of
or
all,
not?
you're going to tell me that big ass spider beast is going to be afraid of get away from me?
No way.
Yeah, no.
He's just wanted him to face him, knowing that the spider beast has nothing to do with isn't afraid of anything. He's going to get up inside him, and now he's locked in.
So then, who do you suggest that?
You run, fam. You don't face the Dama Gorgon.
I'm with you on
Yeah.
that part. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying Rudy.
The
What is
only
his
thing,
real- what is his real name in the show?
Rudy,
No, in the show.
No, it's
Bobby Brains,
Bobby Brains, right?
Bobby Brains, Bobby
But
Brains.
so then what's his agenda?
Hey, Bobby Brains.
We have no idea.
He works for Riser.
We all got the vibe from the very beginning.
Yeah.
By
don't think
we
he
all
works for Riser,
Jack
though.
pointed it out, and we jumped on the bandwagon. That the guy's got.
This is the thing.
guy's got an ulterior motive here.
He
By
said,
the way, wait. We
you
owe
said
Haney.
this. This is very good. You said this. He goes, any character in an A's movie that calls kids chief or buddy, kiddo,
big guy.
always is going to pull a switcheroo.
Yep.
Always going to be a switcheroo there. He's been throwing out a lot of kiddos. The easy peasy confirmed it for me. You've got to be a bad guy if you say easy peasy. So definitely a bad guy. Now, Haney, you pointed something out. You were talking about.
Well, we jumped on Haney, but we owe him an apology because he actually was kind of right.
What when he was talking
That
about how
Hopper and
Hopper
Paul
and
Reiser
are working together. At the end of it, at the end of season 1, Hopper got schooled to what's going on.
Are we going to talk
Right?
about how you were saying 11 is so attractive?
No, I never said 11 is attractive.
All right, maybe I made that up. Fine.
No, I don't think they're like totally in cahoots. I think at the end of the last season, they said,
But
"Hey,
Hopper knows
listen,
what the big deal is. Like,
Well, they
there's
said-
a bigger picture here, and Hopper knows what it is.
They said
There's an understanding, like, you're gonna let us be, and we're gonna protect you.
I think they said because you're the sheriff, you know what's going on around the town day to day. If you get clued into anything extraterrestrial or anything surreal that's happening around the town, you let us know because we're the scientists that are going to take care of this shit. I don't think it's like Hopper is in on.
Well, he's not in. They're
He's
working
not
with each
in,
other.
but he knows.
Hopper's basically going this. Look, I don't know how to close a portal to another dimension.
Yeah.
That's scientist shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to let you guys handle this portal, which you're supposed to keep closed because remember he went in there. He was like, you guys got a leak. You handle that. All right, I'm going to handle the town. But I want us to be able to have conversations because I'm looking out for these kids. And I think he is looking out for Shorty. What's his name? Get away from me?
11.
No, Will.
Will. I think he's all low-key looking out for Will and Winona because he knows that Will might have more problems. He wants to have a connection with them. But he doesn't trust. I don't think he trusts Riser.
No, he doesn't.
He's just easily duped by them. Because Reiser knows what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
He's trying to play dumb.
Well, he just doesn't really have any other options, I guess, right? Like, he wants to close this cosmic gap,
Right.
if you will.
I will.
Right?
You'll close the cosmic gap?
No, I will call it a cosmic gap.
Oh,
We have a candidate.
I will go with that.
No, so he's got no other option but to trust that they're going to be able to do that because he
Right.
knows what's really happening.
Right.
So
Okay,
I get
fair.
that part.
Now we have the baby Dama Gorgon.
Okay.
That we're referring
I say he's a good beast.
Bad beast.
Good beast.
Good beast. I think it's going to be, first of all, it's disgusting.
Not good.
It's a very disgusting looking.
So
Yeah, but you know what? It's
I
going to
don't
grow
want to
into
ruin your party, and I don't want to ruin your day, possibly your month.
What happened?
I don't think it's a Demogorgon. I think the Demogorgon was season 1.
No, but listen,
I
we
think
like
there's a
saying
new name
Demogorgon.
for this thing. I know you've had a lot of fun saying Demogorgon today.
Why do
of all-
you suspect that, though?
Because
It's a Demogorgon.
Well, no, you're right, though. The Demogorgon was last season.
the
This is a whole
Demogorgon,
new...
this is
It's a
it's a
Demogorgon.
different beast.
Yeah.
Why?
And I'll say this because one day going on a Reddit
So,
Wait, is this
fucking
Hacker Haney talking?
Hacker Haney, Dark Web Solomon over here.
He went on the
is
dark
out
web and
getting
found
all
out-
the information about Okja. Talk about Okja.
So,
This little fucking
I remember
Okja.
going on a Reddit like hole one day for Stranger Things, and it has like basically there was like all these little clues that I never picked up on season 1 that was like really for the nerds, for like the Dungeons and Dragon
Yeah,
players,
not for people who are like on Reddit or anything.
right? But they're like it was like like they gave a clue to what the beast would be in this season 2. It's not a Demogorgon. I don't.
you
it's-
know
no,
what it is.
I don't
Spider
know.
Beast.
I can't say it. I can't say it.
Hold up. Spider
It's
Beast.
like a Hydra Thalassa or some shit like that.
Hydra
I have
Thalassa.
no idea.
You have no
Wow.
idea, but you just said it.
The big
I don't know if that's how you say
the
it.
big reveal of episode 3 was the fact that you are in possession of a Netflix account that you pay for, yet still chose to illegally download the episodes for the purposes of this podcast.
Wait, let me just say something. When
Shout
I
out
showed
to
up,
Pirate Bay.
Pirate Bay, when I showed up this morning, Haney had his head in his hands on his computer trying to figure out how to transfer this image from his phone to his computer so that we could display it on the screen. All he had to do was click one
knows
button
himself, though.
to airdrop. He played. I'm saying he played up his incompetency on his computer because secretly he's a dark web hacker. Hacker Haney.
Yeah.
He's like Rudy in this situation.
Yeah.
He's playing dumb.
Yes. You're playing dumb with
Same
us.
plays
stomach.
dumb real well.
Say
Yeah.
I have the same stomach.
You do no, he's more like taut.
Taught.
Like his
balanced.
his
Yeah.
body is, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
like they
His
it's like
body's still adjusting
Like
to
he
the
ate
weight
parm
gain.
every day for
Yeah.
a year.
yeah.
It's like he had to gain weight for this role, and his body hasn't
You know
adjusted
he'd
yet.
love to
No,
believe that. You know
yeah,
he's
he
telling
tells
people like that.
himself
Oh
that,
yeah,
yeah.
I gained about 700 pounds for this role. You know, I really care about method acting. No, bro.
The only
He
time you know
looks-
it's real is when people lose weight for a role. Like when Christian Bale went skinny for that movie.
That
you know
shit.
that's the real shit. When
The
you say you
Machinist.
gain weight for a movie,
Yeah. Game right, you're just having fun. You live
you're
life.
you're just doing the normal thing.
Yeah. All right,
Listen, man,
fine.
sometimes you gotta live that torrent life. All right.
I want to see
maybe
what
maybe
kind
a
of,
little deeper on the internet. I don't know.
bro. I want to see the porno that you got stashed in your computer. It's not going to be regular.
He's got that
I
Demogorgon.
know.
Yo, I want to see
I
that
know, but my boy
Velociraptor
that's
or whatever
coming
that
later,
shit
my
is.
boy that's coming later. Talk
Yeah.
to him about that.
Why he's got the good
His
stuff?
hard drive.
Tentacle porn.
Yeah, HD.
He's
I
got the
don't know.
Velocithessa, whatever the fuck you called it.
The thesaurus.
The thesaurus. Yep.
He's got thesaurus porn.
So anyway, we'll keep calling it Demogorgon because I don't want to see it.
It's a baby
It's
Demogorgon.
baby Demogorgon.
Yeah. It looks like an HPV word. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
BD.
Demogorgon.
It's baby D. Baby D. I got my baby Dema. Okay.
Other
what else?
thoughts? Fuck, it was a good episode.
So,
It started-
actually, things happened in this episode.
Yeah.
That's what I was just said. The episode before this was what 3 we just saw. So
Yeah,
3.
they gotta, look, there's only 9 episodes. They gotta have one episode of filler, laying the groundwork.
Okay, here's my thing. I usually like a hot first, hot second, hot third, then coast 4, 5,
No,
and then ratchet it back up 6, 7, 8, 9.
I mean, if we're talking about 9 episodes,
Or
the
7,
the
8, 9.
second and the 5th are going to be the 2 fillers.
Really?
I think so.
Why would you? I mean, you're just
Industry
getting me
talk.
on.
Industry talk.
Industry talk.
I'm just saying, like you just locking me in. Why would you give me the opportunity to dip on the show in the second episode? That's crazy.
No one's going to dip,
Stop
man.
doing that.
No one's going to dip.
Stop doing what?
The rubbing.
Huh.
The Rubbing of the table.
And by the way, you managed to move.
I'm in front of it.
What's the deal with what happened with you?
You
and a
not like
microphone?
phallic things near your face?
I'm just like
No, you know what it is? Is that his his neighbor would shove the walkie-talkie in his face, and he never wants to be around a microphone again.
I want to make sure that I'm in prime position to get the last piece of garlic bread when this thing.
Oh, he's already getting.
So I'm just staying loose. I'm staying nimble. I'm moving. Don't worry about it.
Hey, son.
Don't worry about it.
Wow.
This right here is all yours, dog. All yours. Okay, for your sacrifice for our country.
There's more meatballs in there.
I never.
We got plenty of pasta.
Yeah, dude, we will. Great. Okay, predictions next episode or anything else going on. What about?
Hold on.
Can we talk about Nancy? Can we talk about Nancy?
I don't get what her and Homeboy are doing.
They're in high school.
Well, Schultz thinks that they're luring.
No, I'm not talking about her and Steve. I'm talking about her and the other buyer's kid. Like, what are they doing? They're on like a stealth secret mission right now.
Schultz thinks that they're trying to lure the secret organization. The Dama Gorgon organization because we saw them listening in on the phone conversation.
Yes.
I think that so they're making a phone conversation to Barb's parents. Right? I think that they assume that the CIA has all their shit tapped. So they're making a phone call knowing that their shit is going to get tapped because they want maybe the CIA to come after them. Maybe they want them to go in there. I think I think they went to Radio Shack to get a camera or some kind of equipment because I think they want to get proof that Barb is dead so they can look out for Barb's family.
Hey, hot take. I got a hot take.
Okay, go.
The Demogorgon or the Thesaurus or whatever the fuck you're calling it is really Barb. Next hot take. We'll keep moving on.
That's next level. I'm not buying it. No,
hold on. No, Barb is the Demogorgon?
No.
Barb is the
one?
No, the giant fucking...
Oh, the giant tentacle one. Now, does Barb have control of all the other gingers in the town?
Yeah, that's why there's a surplus of gingers.
So it's like a White Walker, like the King White Walker.
Exactly.
Is going to have control of... So you got to take out Barb to take out all the rest of the gingers in the town.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we end up losing Mad
Once
Max.
you kill Barb, all the other gingers disappear.
Well, can we find the Barb for the rest of the world that we can take out?
Still haven't found that.
All right, fine. All right. What do we think about Mad Max? How she became a super cool, cordial, sweetheart of a girl. Now she's one of the crew. Very quickly has she made this turn, no?
A little too quick.
You think? Do we have anything to suspect of Max? Remember, the brother dropped that little line. That's not my sister. Don't call her my sister. Mm-hmm. Why are they in this town? Why does he have a muscle car?
Yo, by the way,
why is Marco on his phone not paying attention to this conversation?
He's got moves in the paint. Went
by
between
the way,
the legs,
threw up. I hope episode 5, that filler episode, is just Steve and Homeboy playing basketball.
One-on-one.
That's a full, like
one-on-one.
A real-time basketball game with no angles. Just
also, like...
We need to get
you weren't allowed
filet.
to just take your shirt off in gym class in high school.
This was gym class in the 80s. We went to gym class.
Bro, there was no rules.
He's also from out of town, so he doesn't know the,
He's from out of town. What is that guy's deal? That guy's the best.
He's from Footloose.
The guy's the best.
That's Kevin Bacon from Footloose. That's a throwback right there. Okay, I'll keep that one.
No, yeah.
It's just Footloose wasn't that good of a movie. I never saw it.
Yeah, but I think there's similarities.
It's a whole nother podcast.
To Rob Lowe and him?
No, obviously Chris Pine, Rob Lowe, and him have that.
I don't see Chris Pine as much as I see Rob Lowe.
It's the blonde hair. He's a blonde. Okay. You know, whatever. I think we'll look at him. We'll watch another Star Trek. Point is, something's going on with them we don't know about.
And she said, like, they think it's like, what's the reason why we left? Like, they're like,
and
who's
she was
to blame?
Like, you.
Yeah.
And then she wouldn't take the blame for it. I personally think she's the bad one. I think that the show would love us to believe that this bad boy did something bad in another town, and that's why they had to move to Hawkins. But it seems too easy for that.
I don't know if she's bad. She's definitely got some kind of past.
Something happened now.
But
how is she so good at video games? I've never met a girl that was good at video games besides Mario Kart.
True.
Really?
Wii tennis?
You know girls that are good at video games?
No, I don't, but not good at Mario Kart either.
That's their game.
Really?
Every girl's good at Mario Kart.
That's not true.
No, yeah, it's kind of true.
Son,
the golfing games I've noticed.
Any Mario Party, any Mario
games to touch balls.
You know the ones at the
I know
the Wii games, like the Wii.
No, he's talking about arcade. Girls don't do arcade, but they
any Mario
fuck
games.
with Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That is their shit. Yeah, and they use dumb characters like Luigi
or Toad.
No, Toad is legit.
Toad was good. Yeah.
That's
Yoshi.
who you got to use.
Yoshi was good.
I was a Luigi guy related to
I was
the
a
height.
Wario guy on the new one.
You were Wario
on the new one.
You used Bowser, didn't you?
The big ape.
Oh, use the ape?
The gorilla guy.
Donkey Kong?
No, like you talking about Mario Kart?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Donkey Kong.
There's Donkey Kong.
Wow, the big ape. That's the only time I've ever heard him referred with not being referred to as
Donkey Kong, the most iconic monkey ever.
One overarching theory I have is that this creature that that Dustin is raising is going to become a good beast and fight the bad beast at the end.
And I was against
Any
this
thoughts?
theory.
I'm skeptical. 100% supportive.
Yes. You think he's going to ride it? You think he's going to like
Atreyu?
Yeah.
Some evidence towards you,
Possibly.
for you, I should say. At the end, the thing is like in the corner of the bathroom, won't respond to anyone. He comes in, he's like, all right, come here, be quiet, I'll put you under my hat. It's very responsive to him.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe at the end, Dustin will be able to control it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe, possibly.
How are you going to fight that giant beast?
That thing is a piece of shit and it's going to kill people.
Think about 80s movies. There's always some connection between
Never-ending story.
Never-ending story, E.T., all the rest of Gremlin, right? There's always a good
Gizmo.
There's always a good gremlin, there's always a good animal, there's always a good beast or whatever that helps you defeat the bad beast.
Yes.
That's how it works. And this is going to be the good beast. This is classic. I don't know why you guys won't accept this.
I just think that you have a reason to be skeptical. If I was one of those kids, I'd understand why I would not want to like just assume it was a good on our side.
Yeah, if I saw that in real life, I'm killing it immediately without hesitation. But I haven't been in the upside down.
I don't really see where that's relevant.
I mean, now things that are magical aren't all bad.
Fair.
Shorty, 11. You might want to kill her too because she got all these magical powers, but she's good. She's out here in the streets.
How about 11 using her powers for a little bit of
a little jealousy?
A little jealousy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Someone made the joke. Imagine when 11 hits puberty and is going through
a lot of hormones that you don't want to be dealing with.
I'm not in that cabin. Fuck that. Forget it, bro. It's gonna be more than squirrels dead. You know what I mean? And jealous.
Yeah,
like they were just.
jealous.
I mean, Mike was.
She's only got one friend to date though of her age. I guess the other 3 guys are her friends too. Which
But she just likes Mike.
She's at a different level of socialization than most kids.
Fair, but wouldn't you think that the person that she has most in common with is Will? Not to mention Mike and Will.
Will was MIA the whole first season. Will didn't exist. She
doesn't know Will.
Wait till she meets him, and now they've both experienced the upside down.
Mike will stab Will.
Although
if there's a connection there.
I have a theory.
Okay,
that Will and Redhead end up together by the end of the season.
Oh, so it's not going to be
the bond.
Fat kid or the black kid. It's going to be Will and Redhead.
Yep.
I think Redhead's too old for Will. Will's like very childish.
Same age.
Yeah, but she's way older looking. He looks young.
Hey, I mean, maybe she likes that.
That kid looks like he's ready to lay pipe. Will looks like
he hit a little spurt.
Will looks like he's never had
he hit a little spurt in the offseason. He hit a little spurt.
Yeah.
Came back.
Will just stayed where he was. I think Will might be dead, yo.
No.
Will might not make it back.
I don't think Will's making it back.
So do you think Will's now going to go back? It's going to be the same thing as last time, but Will's going to be back in some upside down world.
Going to freak out. She's already got a little bit of...
Yo, if I have to deal with another fucking... I don't want like that whiny Winona, like it got fucking annoying.
No one believes me.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Where the boogers are coming out.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that shit.
Okay, I think what's going to happen is he's going to come back to the real world.
Like Dark Will.
Different.
We're going to have Dark Will, yo. Dark Spider-Man. Whatever Black Spider-Man was, or Dark Spider-Man, that's going to be
wearing
Will.
like mascara and
all
black.
That goth.
Listening to The Cure.
Goth. Yeah. Yeah, so I think Will's going to make it happen. He's going to break away from the group, start doing fuck shit.
He's going to become a fuck boy?
Might become a fuck boy. He might get scooped up by Reiser and them. And now they got to do tests because he's doing wild shit. We'll see. I don't know.
A lot of theories floating around. Only one way to find out.
Let's go. Let's get back into
Boom. Done. Okay, good. Hey, all right. So we just watched episode 4. Big episode for me. I had a lot of predictions come through in that episode. I had about 4 predictions come through in the episode.
I mean, we all started to see some of the shit come together. For you in particular, you had the Harriet Tubman.
Son, we had Harriet Hooper or Hooper Tubman. Obviously he found, let's start from the beginning because I actually took notes on this shit.
First off, this was
CIA
the first
dudes were set up with the recorder. Okay. So I said that Shorty, the Anna or Nancy, whatever, she's the anorexic chick, and John, Edward Furlong, were gonna set up the CIA dudes because they knew that they were listening in on the call They got pulled into the CIA office, and they had the recorder in the purse. You guys pointed out that they have no security precautions whatsoever at the CIA office. This is why
kind of bullshit.
The fucking Dermagorgons are all over the place because they don't know how to lock shit down.
And in 1984, you only had to worry about one thing: being recorded on a giant recorder. That's the only thing you had to worry about.
Yeah, it's not like they were dealing with fucking iPhone.
This is pre-ISIS. There's no TSA. There's no nothing. You just walk right on the plane with a cigarette. They're totally fine. That's right. So security is different. There was only one threat back in the day. That was communism. And they missed it.
Yeah, everything is the Russians. They're talking about the Russians in every episode.
Russian this, Russian that. And they're missing what's underneath them, which is Dermagorgon heaven, right? What else did I say? Okay, the Underground Railroad. And then also Ginger was killed. The Ginger cat was killed by the baby Dermagorgon, which I think still might be okay. I don't know if the baby Dermagorgon that Dustin was holding is bad.
He's a good boy. He just
You're still rolling with that. He's
just doing the only thing he knows to survive, which is eat a fucking cat.
Just eat things. You need to eat things.
Mew Mew wasn't doing shit.
Who's Mew Mew?
The cat.
That's the name of the cat?
Mew Mew, yeah.
You knew the name of Dustin's cat?
knew
No,
it was Mew Mew.
I don't think it was Mew Mew.
Yeah, she said
the name that was on the box. Of the
she was saying
food.
Mew Mew, Mew Mew.
I think that was the name of the cat food.
Nah.
Listen,
hold on. I thought that was cereal. That was cat food?
That was cereal, actually. Yeah, so maybe.
It was
so
cereal.
it was Mew Mew, yeah.
So maybe the name of the... Okay, fine.
I'd like to note that this was the first post-Parm episode, and that in terms of the process, the overall binging process, this was the first episode where we collectively started to fade a little bit.
Do not eat Italian food.
Do not eat any
3 episodes in. No, but you could eat some like
you eat some like healthy light
red
foods.
sauce Italian food, probably.
My God.
Like I know for me personally, I'm fading a little bit.
We were eating tubes of mozzarella and then assumed that we could sit down in comfortable chairs
in the dark
and watch a show.
The other option was Shake Shack, which I feel like if we did that, everyone would have.
No. I think we made the right choice. But
we're gonna see.
No, I feel like everyone was like, if we actually ate the Shake Shack, I think that would have been another level. We've all been sleeping.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, Haney's got the Adderall on decky, so I think we'll be good for this next level. Allegedly. This next episode is going to be hyped. What if the next episode on the way back we remember everybody's name, storylines?
I still want to go back to the cat eating. Like, how did you walk away from that feeling good about the Demogorgon?
Because look,
he doesn't know how to not be a Demogorgon yet.
And but he's not going to stop when it comes to cats. It's humans next.
Blade stopped.
What do you mean?
This is full Demogorgon. This isn't half a Demogorgon.
How do we know it's full blown Demogorgon? It came out of will, so maybe it's got some good will.
There's no evidence suggesting otherwise.
There's evidence suggesting it was born out of will. Okay, has Blade messed up in the past? Yes. Blade drank some blood. I think it was Blade 3. He drank some blood.
Is he sorry for his mistakes? Yes.
Facts. So the Demogorgon doesn't know. Okay, I mean, Shorty broke the redhead's rib when she saw the redhead flirt.
We all make mistakes,
going
Marco.
in circles on a skateboard with Mike.
I don't know.
You never
all
made
I'm
a mistake in your life?
You're forgiving 11, but you're not forgiving Dermagorgon baby.
Who did 11 hurt?
The redhead,
the girl,
the California redhead. Remember, she was doing the little circles on a skateboard.
Fell. Like that was
no.
Come on, that was not that big of a deal.
She squashed an ovary. One of them.
No, you don't.
She grabbed her left side.
That's conjecture. I don't deal in conjecture.
Well, I'm a conjecturist.
All right.
Any other thoughts?
I think that the Demogorgon is bad. I'm gonna roll with that.
Okay, but hey, now we got an actual confirmed Demogorgon.
Yep.
So
whatever the fuck
as soon as we see the
not,
fucking mouth open up, we immediately think of what last season when the giant Demogorgon. So, but I think they're gonna use it to battle.
Yeah,
the fucking other thing. I'm telling you.
No. Okay.
Nah.
But
we'll go.
You know what I think it is? I think it's gonna be like the Raptors in the last Jurassic Park. You know. They go bad for a little bit,
and they get tamed,
and then they realize Chris Pratt, or they go, Chris Pratt is our leader. He's the alpha leader, and I think this Demogorgon is going to go, oh my god, I can't hurt Dustin, even though I killed his cat, and I think that Demogorgon is going to die fighting the Super Demogorgon, and you know who's going to help in that final battle? Ambulance kids.
Ambulance kids.
Not ambulance kids.
The numbered kids.
The numbered kids from the beginning. You know, the girl who made the thing.
Seen them.
They're going to help defeat that big giant smoke monster. I think that's what's going on here.
So you think 11's going to find some of her own?
And then they're going to live in a house with Professor Xavier.
Yes.
And then it turns into a prequel for X-Men. Exactly. And that's the true twist at the end.
That's it.
No, we need to talk about Hopper's parenting skills because he does not know how to fucking cope.
First of all, you point out the best shit, Haney. Hopper goes, you're grounded. And Haney just goes, hasn't she been grounded?
She's always grounded. She did not have to leave her.
All you took away was shit TV. There was 3 channels in 1984. You were watching I Love Lucy and then PBS. That's the only thing you could watch. You've taken that away. That's her life source. She might as well defy you.
Yeah, no, I don't think he handled it right. Even when it seemed like he was going to apologize, then he's like, listen.
Clean the house up.
Clean up by the time I get back.
He got hysterical, too. He allowed his emotions to get the better of him.
He was just a jerk to her. You're a brat. He's making fun of this poor girl who's had a very traumatic life. She's locked in a cabin. She was locked in a laboratory.
And when her emotions got control, she blows things up.
Maybe don't piss her off.
Take it a step back.
Exactly.
You got your point across.
De-escalate.
You got your point across. At some point, you're just like, she's throwing chairs at your knees. Like, just take it a step back.
My man is too confident, yo.
Yeah.
This guy's way too. My brother went crazy and he swung on me. And now we were in my elevator. Now that he's like out of the hospital, we were in my elevator. He went to go push the number for the elevator. I ducked, son. I ducked. I threw my hands up like that in like a blocking stance. How do you have no concern that she wouldn't hurt you in any way?
Meanwhile, he's digging that hole. One man did that?
Wait, what?
When Hopper's digging that hole?
Oh, yeah.
You guys were like, no, it's fine. No security at the biggest laboratory, secret laboratory. But then
Schultz is like, nah.
One guy digs a hole and you guys are like, this is fucking bullshit.
No, he was calling it out after.
That is the most unbelievable part of the show. That is the most unbelievable part of the show. Because he doesn't have fantasy helping him. I can believe in fantasy helping you become a Dama Gorgon.
Sure.
I cannot believe in one shovel. Have you ever dug anything?
Yeah, I've dug. It's not easy to dig.
That's a very difficult thing to do. He's out of shape.
What was the last time you dug something?
I've dug. All right, we gotta get into the
Tell us about what you dug. Tell me about all this digging that you've been doing.
There's gravel, dirt.
Is this hacker about a pint of ice cream that you're stuffing it?
I've done some digging.
Wow.
All right, fine.
Interesting. We're learning a lot about Haney today.
Well, I've done some shoveling.
You've shoveled snow.
Shovel my ass. You've done some digging on the dark web. That's what you have. You've gone through those Reddit digging. That's what you've done. Find out about Velociraptor, whatever it is.
Whole new side to Haney. Whole new Haney.
All I'm saying is I can accept fantasy. If he had fantasy helping him dig that hole, 100% believe it. No fantasy. It's man and shovel. Holes don't get dug.
They elapsed the time quickly. It could have been,
Actually, the last time he was out there, it was day.
The sun was setting.
It was day, yeah.
It was a beautiful,
could be 12 hours
purple sky in the background.
12 hours a day, not a single pit stand.
Hey, you know what? He was in Vietnam, we learned. So maybe he harnessed some Vietnam strength.
Some MSG?
Yeah.
From the food?
Yeah.
When did Vietnam, what year did Vietnam happen?
70s.
Well,
ended
late 60s to
ended early 70s. Okay. Yeah. What else? We have a new theory that the new kid in town, the dick brother of the Ginge, is gay.
Yes.
There's a weird weird shower scene.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
He's looking at him weird, but then talking about how, he'll save some of the bitches for Steve, right?
He also gave him advice on how to take a charge because he knows how to take a charge, and maybe racist because he points to our boy, the black kid, and says, "What's his name?"
I don't think that had to do with race.
I don't think that had to do with race either.
There's something else with the kid. So
he's the only black kid. And he says, "Don't hang out with that kind."
There was certainly a suggestion.
Let's talk about this kid. So, first time you see him, he rolls up, mega hard. Speeds in, hops out the car, right? Looks funny. Looks, when you really think about it, he looks kind of, he looks sweet, right?
Yeah, but not sweet for the 80s. But he looks cool for the 80s. You have to put it in context.
So his character's name is Billy. We're talking about Billy.
Yeah.
We
don't know characters' names on WesterBros.
The car ride where
we name you off of the shit that we think you look like.
And our boy is Lucas.
That's Rob Pine.
You go to episode 2, the car ride. He's speeding. He's fighting with his little sister.
Yep.
They're talking about why they left California. They didn't say why. They're talking about who's to blame. I thought it was ambiguous. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't pick up on who was actually at fault.
Okay.
Right? But there's a reason why they left California. They just moved to Hawkins for, shits and giggles. There's a reason why they left.
Sure.
He says at some point, she's not my sister. And then at that point he goes, you're like family now. Mm-hmm. Right? So there's more to that story. What is the more?
Well, Marco has a theory that...
Go ahead. What is it?
What? We thought he might be gay? What do you want to say?
No. I'm saying...
What did you say? What did you say?
It's 1984. Things unacceptable as it were.
What did you say? What did you say?
I said, maybe he got caught sucking some dick, and then
So you're saying he's going town to town, sucking dick, and then getting kicked out.
Caught.
The family's like he gets caught again. Being gay back then is like highly frowned upon.
So
like,
say we're in Pennsylvania. He's made it all the way from town to town from California. He's almost all the way across the country.
Ready? Here it is.
do you see how handsome he is?
Ready?
Yeah, I mean,
Ready? Here it is. He goes to his sister in an earlier episode. Why did we leave? She says,
him.
because of you. He goes, no.
Yeah.
She caught him blowing some guy. She tells mom and dad because she can't believe what's going on. She's a young girl. She doesn't even know about sex yet. She doesn't even know about sex to understand it yet, right? There's no internet. There's no nothing. She's like, why is Rob and this guy putting his cock in Rob's mouth? What's that about? Like, mom and dad, what is that? What's going on?
Yeah, what is that?
What kind of game is that? And the parents go, okay, before it gets out in the community that Rob blows guys, right?
As opposed to
that Rob doesn't blow guys, right? Before that gets out of in the community. You all right, Jack? Jack's about to go on his knees for Marco right now. Did you say blows guys? Did somebody say blows guys? Slowly down. So he goes, so the parents go, let's move out. Where can we go where nobody cares about anybody or anything that happens? Hawkins. Clearly, nobody gives a fuck what happens in this town, right? So this is the perfect town for a guy who sucks dick because even if you do...
It's small potatoes compared to the cosmic interruption that has just taken place.
It is in Los Angeles, right? They're probably from Los Angeles, right? So now here's the thing. If you go to Hawkins and you suck dick, right? That's like the 100th weirdest thing that's happened in Hawkins. Yeah. So if you, oh my God, did you hear the neighbors sucking dick? Oh, they're sucking dick? Okay, did they not die and then come back from dead?
No, the first thing you're asking was, is the dick Demogorg dick? And then it makes it weird. If not, if it's just a regular human dick.
The town is used to crazy things, right? So you could being gay there is so normal. It's a very accepting place. It's interesting when they're aliens, how accepting we become of one another.
Well, that's the whole thing. You get global perspective on the bigger picture. All of a sudden, right now, if aliens were to invade right now,
we'd be totally good.
2017 planet Earth, all of a sudden, all the shit that's going on becomes irrelevant because we're small fucking...
So the world needs a Demogorgon so that dudes can get
so that we can suck their dick. So we can suck Demogorgon. The world just needs to suck Demogorgon dick.
I'm not going that far. That's I don't know where we're going with the Demogorgon sucking dick, but I think we're onto something with the kid being gay. There's no reason why a guy that you've just met 3 days ago, you're in the shower naked, you turn off his shower thing, and then you touch him. I don't think I've ever touched a guy in the shower.
Right.
Even like a pat. He gives him a pat on the shoulder, but...
Like, I mean, honestly, have you ever showered and been that close to another guy?
There's 15 different showers. They're using the ones right next. You shouldn't be close enough to turn my shower.
They were like in a circle. There was like 4...
That was really old school,
Did you take showers in high school?
No, I stunk for the rest of the day like a man.
Yeah, I didn't do that shit.
I'm gonna walk around clean and see all my friends' dicks on the basketball team? No,
but even still...
84 was a different time, though.
Yeah, 84 is like even still, like, after basketball practice, like, you took a shower, like, it wasn't one open room.
No, I'm talking about gym.
And I never understood that growing up. I was just like, why the fuck is it?
I think we had an open bay.
You got an open bay shower.
Bay.
And no one ever used it.
No one.
But you know what? My dad.
I don't even get how
the hockey kids use it.
I don't even get
You guys had a hockey team? That's pretty fancy.
I don't even get how in the 80s, like, think about like you're a teenager, everyone's insecure. Like that was like in the 80s, like everyone was fine with that.
You saw like fucking
dude. My
Tom Selleck shorts in the 80s, like they were very comfortable.
The best is at the gym. So, like, at any gym you go to or whatever, in any locker room I've been in, the older guys, it's funny because you can tell they don't give a fuck, right? Of
course they don't give a fuck.
They walk around naked.
Yeah, Josh Weinstein.
Josh Weinstein.
Who's Josh Weinstein?
From Harvey's son.
We don't talk about Weinsteins on this podcast, bro.
From Entourage, right? From Entourage.
All right, but go on.
Not a locker room.
But you can tell, like, the older guys, like that generation, like it was fine. Like they just walk around naked, fat. They're fat, disgusting, and shape doesn't matter.
Yeah,
they just let it all hang out.
Yo, so my dad used to tell me when he moved out of New York City, I think he was in like middle school or high school. He moved to Montclair, New Jersey. There was 2 high schools there. This is back in the day. My dad's old. There was a high school that was pretty much like the white high school, and then there was a mixed high school that they called the colored high school.
Sure,
right. And he said he started at like the white high school, and then it found out that his house where they were living was designated zone for the colored high school, if you will, the black high school.
It's like Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, some Mighty Duck shit, right? and he was like, the showering at the colored or the black high school. He goes, people weren't as open, just being naked and showering at that school. Like he goes, at the white one, everybody was showering just fine. At the other one, it was like the white guys would kind of look at the shower and be like, I don't need to wash myself today. I'm pretty good. I think I'll be okay. So but that is a weird thing that happens. Yo, in a weird way, bullying back in the day made perfect sense because you had to earn being like the head jock.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't have a small dick and then just bully your classmates.
Nope. Too easy of a target.
It's easy. You got a small dick.
Yeah.
So the bullies now might not be the big dick bullies.
They're definitely not the big dick bullies.
80s bullies.
Big dick bullies.
Could beat you up and had a bigger dick.
So the thing about 80s bullies is that they never really had a downfall until post high school, right? Like you never saw the 80s bully get back at it. You saw him afterwards, like end up back in town,
right?
Just like drunk in his glory days behind him.
Yeah.
But no one ever got anything over on him in high school.
That's right.
They won.
They won.
Right? They always won.
They always won.
Yeah. But now today it's like you could get revenge on him, whatever.
You could give him a what?
You can get revenge on him, whatever.
I thought you said you could give him a rim job, and I was like, "What is happening now?"
Or whatever,
Yeah, you get a little lick his ass a little bit. Sometimes you gotta lick somebody's ass.
It's not that big of a deal.
So, as humorous as this kid is gay theory is, and I'm not saying he's not gay. He probably is gay in the show.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's why I think there's still more to that story. I don't think they left down.
Ain't he? Obviously, he's giving rim jobs too. I mean, when we said suck dick, it wasn't just suck dick. Like, clearly, if you're sucking dick, you're eating ass, right? Like, come on. This is 1984.
Oh, man.
They weren't eating ass in 1984.
Right.
They weren't?
They were not eating ass in 1984.
No.
Dude,
who's
That's
they?
a new thing. That just happened.
Who's they?
Is that a blanket
The
statement?
world.
Like no one was?
The world. Yeah.
guaranteed.
Very like futuristic, like the people that are
Progressive.
Do you think we just started talking about it now?
Straight people weren't eating ass in 1984.
Yeah, it was.
Gays are always ahead of us in
stay
terms
ahead of the
of
curve.
Yeah, they're in terms of like sexual stuff. Like
In terms of
they're way
everything.
ahead.
Yeah, yeah,
In
yeah.
terms of everything.
Neighborhoods,
real estate. Yeah.
I mean, you're a real estate guy.
Yeah,
You
dude.
follow the gays. You make the money.
Not-
So when it comes to sex, you follow the gays. You don't think in 1984 gays were eating ass? They were definitely eating ass.
Eating an ass, they're eating one single. They're
One
all
single
collectively eating the same.
Every community has the ass. And you know whose ass it was in California, Los Angeles in 1984? It was fucking
Freddie
Billy.
Mercury?
No, no. Definitely.
When was the first time you saw someone or heard about someone eating ass? Not saw. What? Hold on.
Dark Web Haney! Hacker Haney coming out!
Hold on.
You tell us when was the
I'll
first
say, no, I'll
Reddit
say-
thread you joined about ass eating, you
Because the first time I
fucking
heard about
monster?
it was the first time I saw it, and it was the R. Kelly sex tape right before he peed on the girl.
Yeah.
It was a whole string of videos. It was multiple.
I didn't watch that.
This is taking a
Was that
turn.
right? Minors in
that
there.
And
dark
there was
web?
one thing in R. Kelly, I was like, that motherfucker's kind of high, right? Like, he's eating a girl from the back. I'm like,
Right.
kind of high. I'm like, yo, he's eating her ass.
Yo,
And I was like a teenager. I'm just like, wait, do people eat ass?
Yo,
Wait.
he lived with that question inside him for like a decade.
and then now he's going on.
Nah. So
Bro,
the best,
that was the remix to
best
Ignition.
few days later, I go to get a haircut and actually had hair, right? I had this wild Spanish barber.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, bro, you saw that R. Kelly tape?
Yeah.
Bro, that motherfucker eating ass, bro. And I'm like, confirmation one, yes, thank you.
Oh yes, okay.
Oh man, now he's on Reddit on Ask Me Anything fucking thread.
Dude, the first time I ever heard about or anything eating ass is when I accidentally ate ass.
Oh man, that's,
really?
that's a rough way to find out.
I took a deep, long lick, and I was like, "Yo, this pussy tastes like shit, dog." And then from then on, I was like, "Oh no, that's what was going on down there."
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
I was wasted.
And
It was like,
you tell your friends the next day, and they were like, "No, bro, we do that shit all the
no,
time."
I don't even know if I realized it in the moment. I was just being messy. I was like just drunk and being messy. And I think just after, I was like, "Oh no, that was what I was doing. I was going down there. Not like her. She was like had shit all over her ass,
Yeah,
but ass got a
it doesn't
different
have to
flavor.
taste bad.
No, well, sometimes it depends how long it's been or if it's coming out.
Oh.
You know, it's either train is coming
Listen,
or
we're
train
gonna
is
have the
leaving.
Marco ass eating episode. That's like episode. That's later on.
Why are you
We'll get down there.
big?
I'm not against it.
I have a feeling that you enjoy getting your ass eaten.
No, not mine. Whoa. No, not me.
Have you ever gotten it done though? Have you ever gotten it done to you?
No.
That's a lie. Okay. I can tell his face was a lie.
Internationally or nationally?
Slowly puts on the hood.
That's fine.
Never had this ass eaten. What are you guys talking about? You guys are crazy.
Anyway,
dude, whatever, bro.
This took a turn.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
All right, so there is that theory. We have yet to find out. We will see what happens with the gay.
Yo,
the gay
what
theory.
happens later in the episode, right? Where the Billy the gay, his name is Billy?
Billy the gay, sure.
Billy the gay, where Billy the gay and is hanging out with all the kids and Mike and Will and all that. And Will's like, I mean, it was just crazy. Like I just felt like this thing is inside my body. And then Billy's just like, yeah, I've been there. I know exactly what you're talking about. It felt like it was controlling me. Yep. Yeah, that happens.
It was like Arrested Development, the man inside me.
Oh, man.
Wait, so hold on. So I don't know if it was on mic or off, but we said that like it'd be funny if in a few years we look back and we're like, did you know that Mike was actually played by a woman? Like someone made that joke.
Yeah.
And then Jack, you just showed me. You just showed us a picture.
Yeah, there's a meme on what's the meme account? Let me look it up real quick. Do a plug. It's Soggy Fries is the meme account, and it's a picture of Mike, the actor Finn Wolfhard, next to the lead singer of the band Churches, who's a female singer, looks exactly the same. So that's what we're talking about.
I mean, he does
I've
a
never
very.
heard of Churches.
You never heard of Churches?
You heard of Churches?
Yeah,
That's on the Haney Dark List.
Yeah, that's on the balcony sessions.
Yeah,
With Anna from the North.
Yeah, exactly.
wait, what? It's Churches?
Haney's got like a bunch of like indie, like I want to be cool music stuff that he.
But I don't admit to it.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I walk around and be like, no, I know every Jay-Z lyric and I listen to Future. And
He's got mad.
That's all you do.
I have to keep
hip hop Haney.
Yeah, hip hop Haney, right? But then I go.
But you really got to add play.
And then he'll pull me aside and be like, "Yo, on the low, you hear about the new Radiohead album?"
Yeah.
All right, well, shit, man. Here's a question: if you're a parent, because I think about these kids, like, what if our crazy people? What if these kids are just crazy? Like, if these kids are saying these things in life today, and you're a parent, you would just assume your kid is crazy. You would put them in a hospital, and you would try to get them medicated so they wouldn't have these thoughts, right? Is Winona Ryder a good? I guess she's seen it.
Great parent.
She's seen it.
No,
Okay,
she's a great
fair
parent.
enough.
Look how she's trying to take care of her kid. It's the exact opposite of Hopper.
Yeah, Hopper's just trying to bully the kid into doing it. But you understand what I'm saying, right? It's like I don't know. These kids are having crazy thoughts
a history,
and crazy
you
visions.
know that this exists. Like, you know that there's a history that was real, so you know everything he's saying you have to take seriously.
Yeah.
So if all this stuff was just happening before, then you're wondering if your kid's crazy.
Yeah.
I think.
And then you're just putting your kid in the insane asylum.
You're getting further tests done.
She's a good parent, not a great parent.
Yeah.
I think she's I would classify her as a great parent.
Right now, she's being
a little too hysterical. Season 1.
Right now,
she's not beneficial.
Season 2,
but she was. What was she doing? She was trying to find her son.
Yo, but like she could have been more efficient.
No, but if you recall at the beginning of season 1, she's just like, Jonathan, like, can you take care of everything? Like, before Will even gets lost, she's like, hey, like, I have to work a shift and I can't like do anything.
But now,
can you cook for the family, clean for the family, pay bills for the family? Like, she's doing everything.
That's right.
But now she knows, and now she's.
She got her shit a little straight. She got a man. She got Rudy,
who might be toxic.
Oh, Rudy's very toxic.
So I mean, bad choice in men, bringing them around your kids. I don't know.
I have an observation.
Go.
What's that?
Season 1, these kids are thick as thieves, right? I remember a scene where, like, remember the kids that were bullying them, right? Mm-hmm. The kid had a knife to the fat kid's. One of the kids had a knife to the fat kid's neck. And they're by like they're all like a cliff with the water. Yeah. And he's like, Mike, I dare you to jump into the water. And it's like, if you jump in that water, you're gonna die. Like,
Mike, jump, son.
And he goes to jump, then 11.
No, he jumped.
He jumped.
And then 11
suspended him in midair and brought him back. And these kids are like, oh shit, right? Yeah. Like, these kids are willing to die for each other, right?
Yep.
And now they're all just keeping secrets from each other.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like
friends don't lie, bro.
I don't like the secret.
That's what happens when females enter the picture.
Mary Magdalene.
Decades, bro.
Mary Magdalene. That's why we were in the first place. So
when that first girl got in between two of you boys,
it's the old bros before
Mike
hoes.
might have a point because Mike didn't even want 11 around in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Who didn't want 11 around?
none of them did.
None of them except for Mike.
No,
So Mike was cool.
They were mad jealous when they saw Mike kiss her.
Yeah.
Right?
But even before that, they were like, why's this girl around?
Yes,
What's the whole deal? Yeah,
yes.
Lucas was hating. And Lucas was kind of right.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you gotta kind of trust Lucas, yo.
Lucas is never wrong.
When is Lucas wrong? Never.
He hasn't been wrong yet.
Shits on Dustin this whole season because he knows Dustin's going to be lying. Yeah. He knows Dustin's going to have affinity for a Dama Gorgon baby.
Right. Won't stand being the token black Ghostbuster.
Refuses to be put in a box.
Right.
I like that.
I think we should get a spin-off for Lucas.
Yeah.
Spin-off show.
Definitely.
So he's definitely the MVP right now.
And he's the whole reason that they spoke to Shorty with the red hair in the first place. The fat kid wasn't going to do it. Lucas was like, yo, we can't be pussy. We got to go out there and get this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
And Mad Max is going to help out in some way at the end. You know that video game prowess is going to help out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, it's going to unfold just like the game.
Prowess?
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 Fam, I had 2 Modelos.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, you expect me
I like how
to...
you tried to say it, and like, you kind of like, after your like eyes move, like, I know I said that wrong.
Yeah, son, like, follow the eyes,
So I'm just
bro.
going to keep it moving.
Yo,
and
follow the
no one's
eyes.
going to call me out on
That's
that.
what it is, but you guys can call me out. It's okay.
Haney loves to do that, man. He loves to correct, like sends you like corrections on your text.
Oh, he does
Like,
that?
That's a joke. That's a
You
lie.
better
That's
use the right form of two around Haney. Because he's going to come for your neck.
He adds another...
I have awful grammar.
Okay.
Right.
Your apostrophe.
I have awful grammar.
Dude, correcting
if
two is some
I'm,
cuck shit.
I'm the last person to ever make fun of anyone's grammar. Or whatever. Anyway,
I don't know if I believe it, yo.
That's true.
Yo, he's done it.
I'll make fun of your math.
You guys are doing math on text?
No.
No, I'm a numbers guy. So.
Oh, okay, got it. I was like, yeah, what kind of equations are you guys throwing back and forth on the group chat?
But yeah, so these guys, they used to be tight, now they're lying. Crew's breaking up. Bad shit's happening.
Somebody's going to have to bring them together.
Yep.
This is just typical shit.
Might have to be 11. I think 11 will come back and bring it all together because now the redhead is out. So there's an opportunity for her to slide in and maybe forgive Mike. Yeah. Or maybe they go break her out.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired.
No, it's okay.
They don't
I got
know.
some energy now.
Yeah.
They don't know where she is yet. They just know that she's around. She's looking at them from afar, but they don't know where she is. Right?
Only Mike knows.
Yeah.
Only Mike suspects that she's around.
No, but doesn't know that she's in a shed in Hopper's shed this entire time.
Right.
So they still got to figure that out. But
all right. Well, you think this episode, Billy's raping Steve, or do you think it's going to be a future episode?
what are we on? 5?
Yeah, 5.
I think 5.
Steve gonna get that Cali dick.
No, you know who's gonna get it is Steve's boy, the one that his dickhead friend that was always with him last.
Yo, that guy was the
third
best.
guy in the shower.
The guy who had like the quintessential bad
Line.
guy 80s voice.
Yeah.
The third guy.
The other guy in the shower that was
exaggerated
clowning
every
Steve.
line.
It's them two that are gonna hook up.
He's like, you didn't hear what happened?
Yeah, it was
Your girl.
Yeah. You didn't hear what happened with your girl?
Yeah. All right, cool. Shall we?
Yep.
Anything else?
No. I'm fading. I need something.
Boom. Adderall. What's up? All right, we just watched episode, what is it? 5?
5.
That was episode 5.
Yeah. Definitely not filler, by the way.
No, that went hard.
That shit was dope.
Hard in the paint.
That
was
went
dope.
hard in the paint. Yeah, Bobby the Brain might be okay.
Yeah.
Bobby the Brain
I
might
hate to
be
say
okay.
it.
And we might have a special guest to talk to. We're going to see if I can get him on the line right now, if it's possible, if he'll pick up for me. Hello, Mr. Reiser.
Why? What are you bothering me? Aren't you busy watching television?
I am. We watched about 5 hours straight.
Thank God you guys have no fucking jobs.
We're not.
It's so important for the youth of America to see what becomes of people.
I know. Listen, we're not out solving mysteries. What happens to these kids when they become adults?
Oh, I see. So you're working. It's a research project.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all research.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank God.
So,
Thank God.
so right now,
I don't even remember what happened. Oh, can I hang on 1 second?
okay. So I'm gonna mute Paul right now. So
Yeah.
right now we're on the phone with
Let's
Paul
explain it.
Reiser. He plays Dr. Owens on the show. He was also the executive producer of a show that is coming out that I'm on Hulu called There's Johnny.
Yes.
And he's been nice enough to pick up and let us talk. And Marco's IMDbing him currently. You trying to come with the hard ass questions? I think Paul's got us on hold. But
you told me that you didn't think he was going to be on, so I didn't do my.
well, I didn't know for sure. You know what I mean? This guy's got a lot of things. He's promoting the biggest show on television right now, and he took a little time to have a phone call with 4 assholes. So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty
Even though
cool.
we're on hold right now. Paul, let's go. Hurry it up. So thoughts while we're on hold. What do you think?
So I thought that episode was great.
Hot fire.
Hot fire, right? I thought they were just kind of move the chessboard, get people in line for like the next part of the story, and they just like jumped into it. Boom. The 11 and her mom thing was crazy.
That's a big deal in the overall show.
So how is 11's mom able to like show her what had happened through history, but not able to communicate with her?
They fried her brain
telekinetically.
But her brain is there enough to take her through her memories, just not there enough to communicate anything besides
she
that?
was controlling the lights, so I think she may have a little
got
power
some ability
herself, right?
Yeah, she got some
but
ability.
They fried her brain, so she can actually communicate, but she still has some power.
So it's just like, yo,
a sub-level.
check this out, check what happened, so you know the story. I didn't abandon you. I tried my hardest to get to you. Boom.
So 11 knows her backstory.
All right, so now 11 knows where it is. Now she's heated. Now she wants revenge on the CIA. I got a feeling the CIA ain't all bad. I'm actually pro-CIA.
When you say CIA, you're talking about the Hawkins Laboratory people.
Sorry,
right?
Hawkins Lab.
You think Reiser's good?
I think Reiser's good, and I'm not positive, but I think he's good because I'm kind of with him, and we'll talk about it with him when he comes back. Hey, it's all good. We're just talking about you, Paul, or your character, Dr. Owens. We're not done yet. We just watched episode 5, but that's the episode where you go. I basically send the people to the, what are they called? The tunnels?
Underground tunnels.
The underground tunnels. Right?
Yeah, but okay. I don't remember.
I don't think, because I don't even know if he's in that scene.
No, he's not. You're not in the scene.
You know what? It was a year ago. Something about a tunnel. It sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm sure it's true.
We're lying to you.
Were you such a big fan of the show before?
Huge fan. Well, actually, no. Sorry, I didn't watch it only because you're on it. I'm a huge fan of you only.
Did you watch the first season?
No, I'm just joking. I love the show. I think it's brilliant. A big fan of the show. And so this podcast we're doing, we reviewed Game of Thrones. We watch it. We do a couple things. We try to do like nerd stuff because we're just a bunch of douchebags.
Now you're scaring me. So this is something you do all the time.
Yeah.
It's a special thing.
Well, now it's special because you're on it.
I understand. But just so I understand the lay of the land, are you bothering Peter Dinklage at all?
Yes, Dinklage is actually under the table right now.
Okay, good.
So, hey, Paul, I have a question. Did you ad-lib the line, I'm a fan of mounds personally, when you were...
I ad-libbed anything, but go ahead. What line?
There's a line where they're talking about what candies the kid likes, and the kid goes, oh, I like Reese's Pieces, and you're like, I'm a mounds guy myself.
That was in the script.
No.
That was in the script.
It felt like classic Reiser.
I did ad-lib the line. I don't know if they kept it. I did ad-lib the lines like, man, my balls hurt today.
Yeah, they kept that. They definitely kept that.
Oh my God, because it really fleshes out the character.
They used that for the tagline for the whole season.
Exactly, yeah. There's a scene with just you and 11, and you're like, man, my balls hurt today. It's a pretty powerful scene.
I didn't say it in front of the kids because that would be foul, but just to put it out there to humanize the doctor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Yes,
they may have jettisoned that line.
Yeah, they might have.
Hang on a second. I got to take another call. I'm busy driving.
Okay, do your thing, man. We're happy to have you. So, okay, I'll put him on. Yeah. So, what were we talking about? Yeah, I think they might be good. I think Brenner was bad with the experiments.
So when he was explaining to Nancy and what's his name? What's the other Wheeler name? Jay?
John.
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 Right, when he's explaining to Nancy and John,
I'm 100% on board with his whole explanation.
Right, he's just like, listen, we have to protect all this because if this information gets
in the wrong hands,
it's a national security issue.
It is.
So
give some context to that.
Right. So they break in, right? They don't break in. They have a whole ruse. Schultz is right. Whole ruse. They get into the lab.
No. I'm saying context what he's talking about. So what he's saying, like, clearly
he said they
there's
made a mistake,
dangerous
right?
force.
This portal that they opened up, it's a mistake.
And he said that the last people that were there
they're
were
trying to cover up
Right.
for Brenner. Is what you're saying?
Well, no, they're basically
like.
Well, it's not because they care about Brenner, but they understand that
the damage that was done.
If this gets out there in the open, right, it is actually more damaging. So the best way to contain this is if nobody knows.
Right.
And the cop on some level understands, right? Like let's just say that America is looking at every one of our text messages and our emails, right?
Let's just say theoretically as if that's not happening.
Some people believe they do, right?
Yeah.
That's actually I'm okay with that as long as you just pick out the bad guys. I don't want too much freedom. And I think that they're basically going, listen, we fucked up. There's a portal. It's bad.
So you're saying they're like the NSA, basically?
Yeah, they're the NSA. If Russians find out about the portal, they'll do everything they can to get things to come through the portal and then end America.
So who is Snowden in this case? Do we have a Snowden?
Snowden is the guy that they were just at his house drinking fucking White Russians.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You know? Anyway, so I don't think yet that Paul Reiser is essentially bad because he was surprised by the smoke going up in the vines.
There was a little bit, though. There was like the side of him that is doing the therapy, and then there was the side where he has the stress ball, and he's like really looking at I don't know, there's a little something there.
It could be.
There's something there.
Yeah.
What do you think, Marco?
I don't really have.
That's fine.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Okay, the weed is kicking in. The pen is there. The meatballs and pen have taken over.
The garlic has.
I like
Haney,
I like what you just said. Like, there is something else there. You do think he could be good, but he's working with this agency from the first season. You know they were bad, right? We just saw the flashback of Eleven's mom, and Matthew Modine was straight asshole. That wasn't character name Brenner, right? Straight asshole.
Yep.
Didn't seem to
Full asshole.
We just saw that in this episode.
He could be coming in to fix the problem, to just cover it up, to do the right thing, right? Mm-hmm. But there's also a little something that tells you like you're not fully convinced about it yet, right? Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how the rest of the season goes. Is he actually, corrupt? Is he bad? We'll see. I don't know. After hearing him talk right now, this guy's the best guy on earth.
There's no way
this guy's all good in my book.
There's no way that the dynamic has now become though that everyone's working towards the same goal. There has to be some type of
that's what I'm
conflict.
saying. I think there's a little something going on.
And what do you think the conflict is? Hot take,
No,
guys?
I think they have another agenda.
Right. So
Still,
what is their,
I don't know what
is
the
their
other
agenda?
is.
I mean,
listen,
look,
they're still
there's a
spying
reason
on
that they
people.
got.
Here's a thought, right? Just because they're on the same side doesn't mean they want the same information out, right?
Right.
So the side could be, right, they both don't want these vines to spread. That being said, one group wants the world to know that they're vines. The other group is like, yo, don't tell the world that they're vines. So we're willing to kill you to keep shit quiet.
And maybe they want to learn how to maybe use this for some sort of advantage.
Yeah, they're like, yo, this is some powerful shit here.
Right.
We want to take out the Russians.
Right.
So we got to learn about vines.
Right. Exactly.
So, but the kids are talking to that weird journalist guy in the robe that they were drinking vodka with, and they're like, yo, let's expose this to everybody. And the CIA's got to be like, well, now you guys got to die because you're ruining our vine plan.
Is there a season 3 planned?
Yeah, they said Duffer Brothers said that they're going to do 4 seasons total.
Okay.
Oh, so we are Gucci.
So there's that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree. I don't think there's enough conflict there. I think there's got to be something else going on.
It's okay, baby. We're trying to figure out if you're good or bad. We're not sure yet. Don't tell us, but we're trying to figure it out.
I love that you think I remember.
Yo, so what happened? I heard when you were on Conan, you tried to throw to a clip of There's Johnny, and then they didn't have it.
Yeah, there was a clip featuring you, and America rejected it. I was surprised. Believe me, I was surprised.
Yeah, you would think that they would love it, but in reality, no, huh?
No. And the reality was we had a clip, and Hulu gave us a clip. I'm driving right now. I'm driving near a school, so I must pay attention to not hit youngsters.
That's true.
We had a clip, but apparently the producers of Conan decided they didn't want to show 2 clips, and they'd already showed Stranger Things, so we didn't get to air. But we'll get all the clips elsewhere.
Beautiful. I think it actually makes them more interested, the fact that they're not showing it.
Yeah.
I just did an NPR radio show, and he played an audio clip. I went, it's funny even on radio.
See?
So worst comes to worst, we'll be a radio show.
I think that's the best way to do it. Let's just go back in time.
When does it come out?
Yeah, much cheaper to shoot, too.
When is it? Yeah, to shoot the radio. When is it coming out, Paul? November what?
November 16th. Thank goodness you're up on this.
Yeah.
November 16th.
Okay. All right. Now back to Stranger Things before we let you go.
Okay.
Okay. This is. I don't know if we should ask the theory about Billy. Because I don't know if you've interacted. You
probably
interacted.
has no idea who he is.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Any last questions, guys, before we gotta let Paul go? Everybody's tongue-tied. Everybody's nervous.
What an inquisitive group.
So how long, like, how many...
And then we don't have questions.
Okay, we got one more.
Ask him how many
We
days
got
you
one.
film.
Go at.
He can hear through it.
Yeah.
How many days did you film while you were there? Like, are you just there for 1 week, do all your things and go, and bounce, and you don't know anything else with it?
They would do 2 episodes. They would block shoot 2 episodes at a time, and that would be like 4 or 5 weeks. So, like, you know, whatever. From like first week of January to the second week of February, they would knock out 2 episodes. And in there, I would fly in to Atlanta, like, hopefully once, but probably twice. And I usually like 2 days at a time. There was one, they were very helpful, and they moved things around a little bit. And there was one point where I went away, and they knew I was coming out to LA to shoot There's Johnny. We shot all 7 episodes of There's Johnny. I went back, and they were still in the same 2 episodes.
Wow.
I said, how's your other show going? I said, did you start? I said, we finished.
It's done.
Wow.
We shot a season while they still shot the same 2 episodes.
That's
So
crazy.
As you can see, it's a very big scale production they have there.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother level.
that's intense.
Yeah.
Hello?
You know, God bless that you're watching.
Yeah, man.
And
Well, Paul, I have a question. What does it feel like to be on the biggest show in the world again?
There's Johnny, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, technically you're not in that show, Paul. Sorry to break it to you, but
Not on it. You're absolutely right.
yeah.
You know what? It feels exactly like it felt yesterday. I'm in my car talking to annoying people. All right, man, I'm going to run.
Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate you, brother. Bye-bye.
That's
Just
great.
the coolest.
What a guy.
Just the coolest, man.
What's a great guy.
Honestly, most down-to-earth 100 millionaire that I've ever met in my entire life.
How many 100 millionaires is that? Is that
500.
5?
I mean, something
You met
stupid.
500?
Have I met or...
I'm saying how many
He's saying
people
how many
have
other-
that
how many
net
other
worth
100 millionaires do you know?
have met?
Oh, have I met?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. Put it this way. The most down-to-earth of any millionaire I've met.
Okay, fair.
And he's got way more
Millions.
than anybody. Yeah. And he was funny. He was like busting balls on the phone, but like in very humble guy, like in person. It's just wild. I don't understand how you maintain that. You know what it is? I think he got married before he was famous.
Oh, so he wasn't like having crazy nights.
No
cocaine.
Weinstein stories with
Oh, not Weinstein, but maybe like
How old was he when? I mean, he was older. Like he played an adult on Mad About You, right?
Right.
So he's older, and there's like, you know, if the older you are when you get famous,
Yep.
the better the chance that you're going to be a normal human being.
because you've got more time being normal in your
Right.
life.
Yes.
That's a great point. Though I think he was younger when he was probably in some movies and that kind of stuff. When he started
Yeah,
to feel
like,
the
you're not-
fame and like just being as a stand-up because he
Right.
was doing
He
Carson
started
as a
stand-up
stand-up.
young.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was doing.
Or even just when you get money. Like the older you are when you get money, the better you're going to be.
Sure.
If you're a 20-year-old with money, like you're going to do wild shit. Like,
I think
we all
money
would.
just exposes who you really are.
Right.
Well, it
So
just
if you're really-
magnifies all your
magnifies
flaws.
it.
Fame and money magnify.
So if you're or it magnifies, I think it magnifies who you are. If you're a really sweet person, you get some money, you're going to be really sweet.
Absolutely.
If you're an asshole, you get some money, you're going to be a huge asshole. But I think there is something to like being married before you go through it all, because if you're like in a marriage still, and I think it's because you don't get caught up in the ego of just banging tons of chicks. And that shit can get to your ego.
How
You
old
can
was
get
he when
lost.
he got married?
I think he's young, dude. I think it was before all of it.
All right, he was 27 when he was in Beverly Hills Cop. That was like his first breakthrough role.
So think about that. Yeah, it might even been before that. I don't know.
I mean, you could have been running around with Eddie in 84.
Just running through things.
I wish I would have known that because I would have asked that. Like, do you have an Eddie Murphy? Like, did you?
What's your Eddie
Have
story?
you ever hung out with Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
offset?
Yeah.
And if he says yes, and you just know that, like, all right, you don't have to say anything else.
Yeah.
I assume.
No, I'm telling you, he didn't get into all this. I've asked him on a thing. From I heard, just like a good dude. And in a weird way, it makes me almost go like, man, like you could focus so much more on your career if you just got wifey and kids out the way.
yeah, if you don't have to
for
worry
sure.
about the pussy. Yeah.
You're not distracted by
Not
pussy.
nearly as much fun.
Who says we need to have fun? We got to be
You're so
successful
full of
out here,
shit.
bro.
No, dude,
we
you're
got to
so-
be successful.
you're
I
so
ran
full of
through
shit.
my shit. Okay?
No, you're so full of
I
shit.
had my little single days. I'm ready to settle down and be a
What?
100 millionaire, dog.
Yo, if something happens where you like really pop in the next 12 months, like
Yeah.
you are not going to get settled down.
Son, I've already who else I'm
Don't
gonna
say
sleep
you've
with?
already settled down.
No, I'm not always settled down, but I've already slept with, like, the girl. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I'm saying this on the podcast. Like, I'm not gonna sleep with other girls. Like,
No, but like you could sleep with like pop stars.
but they're not that hot.
I know, but it's like a high school thing.
It's a TV shit where you're like, oh, I've seen that person on TV, so I want to do it because they're on TV. But like at the end of the day, you're just like, oh, you're kind of regular looking.
Just a resume builder.
These waitresses are hotter.
Just a resume builder.
I say that all the time.
These waitresses are hotter than these pop stars.
Listen,
And I'm telling you,
in New York,
I'm sleeping with girls that these actors and shit sleep with already. So and I look at this situation, I'm like, well, all right, I might as well focus on my career because it's not like I have to climb the pussy ladder anymore in that way. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Listen,
It's hard enough climbing the career ladder than the pussy ladder.
Exactly, and that's what I want anyway. I never chased
You
the
can
career
have
for
both,
pussy.
though. You could have both. You're assuming that you have to.
Yeah, but a lot of
sacrifice
times
one.
the people who have both, they don't end up in the same place.
You got to work, man.
Yeah.
This shit takes so much work, bro. Think about it. You chasing pussy all the time, Marco? No,
he's lazy as hell.
You're lazy because you're out here working that real estate hustle.
Right, but that's not what I'm saying.
And earning this watch.
But like,
You got a nice watch?
it's like all right. It's
Pretty nice.
It's all right, what?
You know, it's a little something. Listen, but like if I got famous tomorrow,
Yes.
right?
You would go through a phase
I'd go
of
through
doing
a
reckless
phase
shit.
of doing reckless shit.
For sure.
Yeah, because you
I'd be doing donuts on the highway
because you
in a
haven't worn the
Lamborghini
cape yet.
with a bag full of coke.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
3 pros in the car.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Chris Rock said.
You know
about
what I'm
the Kevin
saying?
Hart thing.
What do you say?
That something about if you don't know you have superpowers and you find out suddenly you have superpowers, aka being
You're gonna
famous,
go
you're going to go and use the
superpowers.
superpowers.
But then once you're done with the superpowers, it's like, all right.
And then
You think Spider-Man just goes and
No,
like,
with great
swings
power comes
from-
great responsibility, bro.
Exactly.
You don't
So
learn that
back
though
off.
until after you get the great powers.
Look, I'm with it. You got to flex. You can't flex for your whole life, B.
No, yeah, I hear
You
that.
can't flex for your whole life.
Nope. But I can flex for a little while.
And sometimes flexing might be like you don't have to wait online at the restaurant. Like people
What
flex in
restaurant do
different
you go to?
ways.
This is the Copacabana? Like, you don't wait online anymore at the fucking
Come
restaurant.
on now, Cheesecake Factory. Don't give me that little electronic shit. I just show up. I go. I need table for
The head,
4.
you're the head of the line at Shake Shack, right here, Mr. Schultz.
Oh, dude,
right
that's
to the
it.
front.
If you hit me with a Mr. Schultz at Shake Shack,
Yeah, that's true.
and I just
That's a
get
come on.
everything, we don't even have to go make the order at the counter. We just sit down. They bring it to us.
That's a come on.
That's making it,
Oh
dog.
yeah, it's true. You're right.
Fair.
All right.
I'll settle for that.
If
I'll
I
settle
get-
for that.
If I get mozzarella sticks delivered, and they're still oozy in the middle
Yeah.
from wherever the fuck we order from, the Parm, that's not making it. What else
right.
you need?
British chick with an overbite.
He just wants Cersei. He's going after Cersei.
So you want Cersei?
We just been through this. You know it's my thing.
I know that's your thing. All right,
You know?
get it.
Part 2 coming soon.